All right. So why don't
Patience,
we?
please, debatable.
Yeah. All the posts on the Discord.
It's been like 4 in 2 weeks. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So why don't we? Looks like Laz was the previous scribe, and Arnis, you would be up this
Indeed.
week. Are you okay scribing, Arnis?
Yeah, sure thing.
All right. So why don't we do a quick recap from Sir Lazarus?
All right. So while everybody is resting, Fitz is, following that Null, and he finds the cultist. He engages them and kills the Shadow Weaver and the Null that betrayed us. He then tries finding a secret cave entrance they might have been using, but fails to do so. He loots the Shadow Weaver and gets back to the group. Everybody else is resting. Fitz tells Nathaniel about the two Nulls that he just killed and asks if any of the other Nulls was trying to leave or do something sus. The Null ally we had, I think his name was Ukin or whatever, seems concerned and believes we shouldn't allow anyone to leave for now. And then we were trying to decide which route to take, and we considered going through the Giants' territory, believing Nathaniel could speak with them. We wanted to go to a prison area. Ukin wants to use the corpse of the cultists to raise them from the dead. We ask what the other types of predators we can expect to find in the area, and Ukin mentions the Dryden, the Drow, as well as spiders. Oh yeah, Fitz believes the Spider Queen has a YouTube channel or an OnlyFans account and needs subscribers. We were attempting to take a long rest. In the meantime, Nathaniel and Fitz are speaking endlessly. And if we get attacked, Lazarus will blame them for being so loud. We didn't get attacked, so that's good. We set off to the Shroom Forest and start our journey. We see a bunch of creatures coming towards us, and we start initiative. And it's the fucking giants. And we beat the giants at the expense of Lazarus going down twice.
It was quite
As the
the
meat
battle.
shield he is.
It was something else.
All right, so it is the 56th of winter at 8:30 a.m. We just finished up the fight. What does the group want to do?
So,
Wait, static from me?
earlier when he was talking, your mic was on the whole time, and there was like the staticky feedback coming back from it. So I didn't know if you were trying to do something or not, but it's gone now.
Oh, all right. Let me know if it comes back. Yeah. So what does everyone want to do?
Well, Lazarus is unconscious, so he remains like that.
So the fight ends. I'll get my portion out the way, and we'll see what happens. So the fight ends. I'm not sure if Nathaniel has shared with us yet about the runt that's just in the distance watching us, not participating in the fight. But as I see the last one go down, and Arnis and Cap are arguing about who got the killing blow, or who deserved the killing blow, I'm standing over Lazarus, and I'm going to pick up his sword. I'm going to
Alright.
put
Son of a
my
bitch.
short bow away, and I'm not
How
being
dare
discreet
you.
about this. I'm not sure if where I'm at I'm in light or not, but as the party's just milling about, I'll just casually kind of like take a deep breath, and I'll just like look at Lazarus, making sure he is actually like he's still breathing, of course, but he is actually out cold. And then I'm gonna pick up a sword and stand up.
All right.
Deska is distracted by the two of her, and she is freaking out.
Yeah, I don't know why there's two either.
It's,
Remind me of this runt that I
There we
saw.
go.
What was he doing exactly?
So Nathaniel, can you? Yeah, it looks like you can see this guy here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I cannot, but I should be able to. I should have dark vision on me.
Because you had the
Right.
300 vision.
Yeah, I don't have it on. It doesn't appear like it's on my token right now.
That's weird. It says it's on.
Maybe it is. It's hard to tell with the new lighting, but okay. So yeah, because I am not seeing anyone right there right now, though. I can see dark vision there.
Because when I look through your eyes, I can see him.
Maybe I need to reload.
Is your screen dark or something? Like your
Try reloading. Yeah, I can see. Oh, is it the giant?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought when you said runt, I was expecting not giant.
Oh well, the giant runt is still
Got
is still like 16 feet tall. So yes, he's still pretty
Okay.
big.
Got it. I thought that was just another dead body, and it took me a
Oh.
moment to process that it wasn't
Alright.
a red X on him. So yes, I do see him.
All right. So yeah, he is standing there. When you look at him, he seems a little nervous, but he hasn't been hostile, at least not yet.
So I will use. Ooh. I will bow at him only for a moment. Just like I'm not showing my back or anything. I'm just kind of like almost like in a Nathaniel like exaggerated curtsy, almost not even a bow.
All right. So when you bow, he you don't have any weapons out, right?
I would have my book, and I would have a mace on me. Yes.
All right. So yeah, you bow. He seems nervous, but a little bit more relaxed. He continues to stand there. He hasn't said anything yet. He's still kind of cowering.
So, in that, I will say, I will then now repeat the word "hi" or greetings in the four languages I know: Common, Dwarvish, Halfling, and Orc.
All right. So he again kind of looks at you curiously and says something back to you in a language you don't understand.
So I will like twiddle my ear and raise a finger and like as friendly as I possibly can. I will cast comprehend languages on myself.
All right. You're using a spell slot.
I am using a charge from the staff.
Oh, that's the.
Yeah, the staff of or the wand of whatever it is. Staff of charming.
Oh, I forgot about that power.
Yep.
All right. So, I guess it makes sense to charm you to speak to them. So you use a charge from the staff, and he looks nervously as the staff glows with magical power as it casts a spell. And he
And again,
says,
I would speak I would speak in
"What you
common back to
doing?"
him. Yeah, and I would speak back in common. This allows me to understand you better. Can you understand me if I speak in common?
That's a good question. I don't think he understands you with comprehend languages. I think
No, he does not.
Yeah, you just understand him.
Yeah.
So when you talk back to him, he again looks at you and says, I don't understand."
Okay, then we will go both. We'll go both ways.
All right. So
By the combination of comprehend languages and universal speech, I can both understand anyone and anyone can understand me.
all right. So you
That is technically not a spell. That's a
no.
feat. Yeah.
That's kind of weird. What gives that to you? Your class?
Yeah, it's a class ability. It is a part of the
Right.
whatever college I picked.
Eloquence.
I really wish they would label these. Oh, okay, so it is magical. Alright, so you kind of look at him for a moment and begin weaving magic into your words as once again you kind of spark a little bit with the magical energies And once
And
again,
I would explain to him, don't worry about these spells effects that you're seeing. These are just intended so that I can be able to communicate with you, and you can understand me, and I can understand you, and we can understand each other in a great way.
give me a persuasion check.
Yep.
Oh, you talk a lot.
Yes, I do, and I got my minimum 20.
I understand now. You not here to hurt Gorgon.
I do not wish to hurt anyone unless absolutely necessary. As long as you don't want to hurt me or my companions, we should not need to hurt one another.
You kill tribe, but they attack you first. I understand.
That is absolutely correct. You are a very observant orc. Or a giant, sorry.
They mean to Gorgon too.
Who is Togorgon?
Me, Gorgon. He
Hi,
pumps
Gorgon.
himself. So as this is happening, you all would definitely hear some talking coming from Nathaniel's direction. Possibly see him talking to someone as well, though you probably wouldn't see the person because it's someone behind the rocks there. So just real quick, let me fix your token, Deska, while I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
And is anyone else doing anything as you hear the sudden conversation spring up to the southwest?
No, she looks over at Fitz and Laz, looks over to Cav and Arnis, looks back over there to Nathaniel talking to Rocks, and she's like, God, we are the odd after all. Just does nothing. She stands there waiting.
Alright. Anyone else doing anything, or should I just go back to Nathaniel for the moment?
I'll just walk casually towards Nathaniel if I see him like waving his arms and talking to Rocks.
Okay.
And I am I'm gonna be doing things with the sword, but you can do him first. We can assume this happens at the same
You.
time in different aspects.
Yeah. Alright, well, what are you doing with the sword? I'll give you a moment in the camera, since he just went a little...
So, I pick up the sword, I'm holding it with both hands, one on the pommel and one, like, with the blade open face on it. And the first thing is, like, I'm just kind of, like, inspecting it. I'm looking for any sigils, any runes. I'm inspecting the pommel. I'm basically looking at it to see if there's anything about this sword that is, anything external about the sword that I could kind of grasp what's going on with it, beyond the fact that it's magical.
So it does have runes and markings and a bit of a peculiar design to it. Do you have history?
Oh, whoops. Next born. I do not.
Okay. So you wouldn't recognize much about its design or like what its significance might be. It definitely looks like something created almost in a different era.
Okay. And as I hold it, does anything happen to me?
What's your alignment? Or you can message me if you don't want to say it out loud. Whisper.
Fucking serial killer over here.
Hey, you're unconscious. Shut your mouth.
My poor sword.
My poor sword. Okay, now let's calm down a little bit.
It's probably the same as me, though.
Being touched by a foul creature.
I kick you a little bit, just like if he could, he'd probably be saying something about this. No, I won't do that.
Did you message me your alignment?
Yes, I did. Whisper to GM.
Oh, I got it. Okay. When you grasp the sword, you would hear nothing for the first moment that you're holding it. Then suddenly a voice would say, "Who are you? Where is Lazarus?"
I would say,
And again, this is in your mind.
yeah, and I would, kind of expecting this to happen. I would concentrate, because I'm not used to talking with my mind, and then I would, the first thing it would feel, because like I guess it's hard for me to like, I'm not used to this, so it's hard for me to like to hide what I'm thinking. But the first thing he would feel is like disdain for the sword and the voice that's talking to me, and I would say, Lazarus has not been himself since he picked you up. Who are you, and what have you done to Lazarus? I would think back.
I have opened his eyes to the truth of Heronius. I have improved him. Perhaps I can improve you as well. Have you come to accept Heronius as your Lord and Savior?
You slut of a sword.
You slut of a sword.
thought we
had was special. Oh yeah!
Son of a
Oh, you were
bitch.
my first sword. I'm again. It's gonna feel that, you know, when it says that. I'm actually gonna sneer a little bit, you know. And if anybody's looking, they would notice it. And it's still that disdain will be there. And I would say, in which way did you coax him towards your belief? Was it his decision or yours?
It was no coaxing. I took the flame that was there and strengthened it, pointing it in a direction for protection and good. There are weak people out there who need protection and who need bolstering. And I simply made him a tool for that purpose.
A tool is only something that is used by others. That does not make him that doesn't give him free will. If anything, the way he's changed his behavior, it seems like all you've done is turn a zealot into a fanatic. And I don't... You talk about protection, but he talks about purging the unwilling or the unworthy.
The fire was already there. I simply gave it purpose and meaning. I tempered it. If it was not for I, he would have exploded in flame everywhere. I did not cause him to become more zealous. There has been an anger in him stewing for a while, as there is in many who live in these times.
Is there a way to insight check that? Or is it beyond me because it's like a magical source?
It would be hard to insight because you can't actually see. I mean, I guess you could do one at disadvantage, maybe?
I'll disadvantage it. Like, I would really be curious to see, like, I don't know. I guess the way that I would picture myself inciting the voice is, like, does it sound triumphant in the way that it describes how Lazarus has been turned? Does it sound monotonous, as in it's just, like, it just happened, and so therefore it's not something that he compelled Lazarus to do, but it just would have happened anyways? So I'll do it at disadvantage to see exactly what kind of tone he's giving me when he says about all the stuff that's happened to Lazarus.
Alright.
Okay.
You get the feeling that the sword is being honest and that Lazarus may have been going in this direction anyway.
Gotcha.
Not that
Who
you
would have thought?
necessarily have seen that, but
Yeah.
that's just what is being claimed. Alright, I'm going to switch back to Nathaniel for a bit.
Okay.
So, as this is happening, you said Arnis... also Nathaniel, you're displaying as your account again. Looks like Cav is as well. But
Oh yeah, I restarted. So yep. There you
so, Arnis, you come walking over. And I believe you would now see the large giant back there too, right?
Yeah, with my goggles on. Yep.
So he backs off a little. Nathaniel, you see the giant back off a bit as Arnis walks up, possibly nervous.
And I would say, Arnus, this is one of my companions. Have no fear of this giant, as I as I told to you earlier as we traveled through that I would be able to communicate this one, and this one is not one that we need to be concerned about. So you could go ahead and go back and chat with your other friends. My good friend Giant, would you be so kind as to tell us a little bit more about this forest? And we are seeking a pathway through it. Would you be willing to potentially help with that?
Oh, you talk really fast. Forest path. Where in the forest do you need to go?
Oh, well, so we are looking for a camp of, and I would go on to describe the kind of like our attempt to almost find a back door into the cultist camp.
Oh, you look for caves.
Yes.
There are caves south, north, east, west. This cave too. Lots of caves. Which cave you need?
God, your ability to observe the obvious is outstanding. Has anyone ever told you that? I would like to look for the cave that leads to the cultist camp. Are you familiar with the camp that I speak of?
Oh, me outstanding. Oh, thank you. Give me a persuasion check.
That isn't deception with me being an asshole to him.
You could roll deception too if you want.
Either way is fine. They're both a minimum 20.
And all you get is
Well, if I roll less than a 10, then it's a 10.
yeah.
So he would run over and attempt to grab you.
Okay, I would allow him to. I'm used to dumb people.
Alright, so the giant grabs you and gives you a big old hug, and you all see this giant here now because he just made a lot of noise running over.
Yeah, I see.
He would kind of see you all and quickly put Nathaniel down and get nervous again.
And I would explain once again my ability to communicate with them, as I said I could.
Alright.
As I walk away, I'm just like, yeah, Nathaniel's fine. He's doing his Nathaniel stuff.
He's found a victim.
Yeah.
Alright. Is anyone else doing anything as you see this giant run out?
I am keeping watch. That is all.
Okay.
Does this runt? So as he comes around and he bear hugs Nathaniel, then puts him down. Obviously, they're having a conversation. That's obvious to use the word twice. But compared to the giants that we just slayed, the ones that were full of spores and fungus, what does he look like?
He looks similar, although slightly smaller and not as muscular. But he also has the mushrooms covering him.
Really? Interesting.
Actually, that makes a good point.
He does not seem to be as affected as the giants you slew, as he is not as bloodthirsty and just trying to murder everyone.
Yeah.
Is it possible for me to go up to one of the corpses and try to harvest some of the spores into a vial?
Yeah. You want to try to harvest like the essence of these things?
Sure.
Do you have nature?
No.
Alright, so unfortunately, just looking at these mushrooms and these giants, you have no idea what it would be useful. Unless you unless you have alchemy. Alchemy could help you here.
No, I'm specialized in poison.
I was going to say, once my interaction with the sword is done and I believe him, then I would put the sword back down as Lazarus. And since I've helped Desk in the past, I would kind of know what they're trying to do. So I could, if you allow me, I have nature, so I could work with them and do some kind of role to try to help them do what they're doing.
So we'll say you start working on that. Back to Nathaniel. Cav, are you doing anything in particular? You've been quiet.
I'm just going to take a trophy of... I'm not going to try to harvest anything. I'm just going to cut a mushroom off and put it in my bag.
Okay. Just take a mushroom. Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, right.
Alright.
I don't care what it looks like.
So, you would all hear that the giant is speaking a strange language, though Nathaniel seems to understand what he's saying. The giant, so he would look nervous, then kind of see the group isn't attacking, so kind of look back at Nathaniel, but kind of keeping an eye on everyone, and he says, which cave you look for? Gorgon can help.
I would say back. I would like hold up one finger at him. So my friend's over here. Gorgon, this friendly giant here, is willing to help us find the cultist cave. But he's I'm not unable to articulate which cave and what area we are looking for. Would one of you find trackers, mathematicians, people who know where the fuck we're going, be so kind as to come help me explain that?
You flood my brain with words.
I was talking to the rest of the group.
I know,
Deska
but he's
folds.
just trying to keep up with everything you're saying.
Is it? Go ahead.
Deska folds the map into a paper airplane and throws it in Nathaniel's direction.
Jesus.
My God.
She's
As
doing
you
something.
do that, I would
It goes
say
10 feet and then hits the floor.
There.
That's
She's
not very
not
impressive.
good.
Trust me, my companions are normally way more impressive than that.
Oh, they seem nice.
Rukin told us that he believes the passage was to the south, so maybe any cave entrances directly south of us might be a good starting point. I would tell Nathaniel.
I would relay that. I'll forget. I won't do full roleplay all the time just to not annoy you guys.
So he walks over
crazy.
this way as he hears someone talking in the darkness. Then he doesn't really understand what's being said, but when he sees Cavarius, he says, "Oh, cowman, you know cow lady? Cow lady
Oh.
in cave."
Which cave?
I will relay that.
This cave. But she was taken by other giants. They might plan to eat her. I don't know.
So with some purpose, I'm just gonna walk towards the Nathaniel and the giant and go,
Oh wait,
lead the
actually,
way.
he would know it. He.
I'll
yeah.
translate it. I decided
Okay,
that already.
So you're translating, all right. He says, "Group of giants east of here hunting earlier. She captured. I take you if want. But no,
Yep.
no cave there." And he looks to Nathaniel. If you look for cave.
Well, I would ask. I would say, Cav, my friend here views you as a cowman, and I would like just literally call him Cowman. So, Cowman, is this a cow friend of yours?
Could be. I'm looking for the rest of my tribe.
Well, that is quite interesting. My fellow companions, is this a place that we would like to go? Because my big friend Grog,
Gorgon.
Groken would be interested in helping us.
I just don't know. I mean, I'll look to Kevin. I'm like, if that's what you want, like, I'm down to do it. If you have your people holed up somewhere, then we can get them. But I'm worried about not knowing. I don't think was it Gorkin. I don't think he can like look at a map and point us so we can mark it down. Is my main concern for later.
I am very curious about something, DM Raven.
Yeah.
So he is also infected by the mushrooms and the spores, except that he still has his mind intact as far as we can tell.
It seems so, yeah.
Would I be able to do some roll to find out whether, since these guys are all infected by spores and fungi, would that mean that since he knows we're here, the other giants would know we're here too? Or is that just beyond my scope? Because I'm thinking of like nature in that sense, of like a fungus who because plants have the way that they detect others and the way that they work in biomes. So like in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, is it possible that he has his mind left and this is something he's telling us? Because it's just that I can't understand him either. So I'm talking through Nathaniel. No, never mind. I take it all back. If I was talking to him directly, I would be like, is it possible for him basically just be a mouth box for the spores and this is a trap? But since I'm not talking to him, I'm talking to Nathaniel essentially, I wouldn't know that. So never mind. Discount all that.
I think you're spending too much time with Nathaniel.
I would.
Talking.
No, he doesn't
Yeah.
insult you at the same time that he speaks, so he's not there yet.
It's not insulting. It's giving inspiration.
To kill him, maybe.
Things can be two things.
Yeah.
They can be both insulting and giving of inspiration.
So, Gorgon says, you want me lead you?
If you would be so kind, I think we need to sit here and rest for a little bit, unless you think more members of your tribe would come here. But if you don't mind giving us an hour to prepare or so, I think we would like to go help our cowman friend.
That's because eyebrows go up. Nathaniel calling for arrest?
Well, I was doing it mostly for you.
They may come here. Don't know for sure. The tribe members not talk much. They no tell Goran anything.
Are you translating all of this, Nathaniel?
For the most part, I am being pretty open about the conversation. I'm not doing like a word-for-word translation. I am embellishing it with
You're
many.
getting to I would ask you, how many are in his tribe, and do all of them have mushrooms?
I would relay that information again, embellishing it.
He says, many more, but tribe move around to different places, not move together. Goran does not understand what tribe wants, but tribe keeps Goran and protects him. Tribe members no longer speak.
Are you going to be okay moving forward without your companions here that are, dead on the ground?
They're not very nice to me. Me find my own food. It's fine.
Okay. You are very resilient, as I said. A fine specimen to your race and culture.
Oh, thank you.
I'm proud of him for catching those words.
Alright, so what is the group gonna do? Is anyone helping poor Lazarus, who's been unconscious this whole time?
He'll get up eventually.
Yeah, he's fine for now. I think that in a rare show of solidarity, I also am going to agree with Nathaniel about taking a rest for once.
To be clear, Nathaniel was relaying earlier requests, not starting the idea.
I don't know about that one. Who requested it? Who said rest?
Was it Gorkin? Was Gorkin's like, hey, you guys need to rest? You look like
You guys
shit.
need to sit down. I'm kind of winded. I sat in that
okay.
cave wall for a minute. Oh.
I would, I guess the first thing we would do is that while we're settling this, I could do whatever roll to help Deska harvest those spores, and then I guess we would try to take a short rest, so that we can get Laz a chance to get back up. And out of curiosity, because I honestly don't know the answer to this, if you take a short rest while you're down, can you take hit dice to wake back up?
You can't use a short rest until you're conscious.
Okay.
Then
I would have to
pick
heal him.
him.
Or else it would be 1d4 hours before you woke up.
Cast
Fitz,
a
what's
spell
your
if you want.
spheres looking like?
I can do it. I've got some.
Okay, never mind.
There, I'll do it.
It's
The
movie.
boys.
It's movie unconsciousness, not real life unconsciousness.
I'll do it. I'll do a first level healing word on him.
Lazarus has like some kind of brain.
Actually, I'm gonna do a second level healing word because I'd actually like to keep my first level more than my second level.
As Nathaniel does the spell, Deska waves her arms like she's also doing.
Alright, so Deska copies Nathaniel. Unfortunately,
Yes.
you don't actually do magic, but
Lazarus can't tell.
Nathaniel does, and Lazarus, you would gain 6 hit points as you regain consciousness.
As he wakes up, I would point him that this giant is friendly, that I have talked him down and shown immense skill in my communication abilities.
And as you wake up, Lazarus, your sword is next to you, and it's surprisingly clean, even though you had taken some swipes at this big giant.
Some?
Yeah, you got
Fucking kidding me.
You got
No, I said the
three
ones that
stars.
you did, not the ones you took.
No, I did way more than just some swings.
Mm,
Don't you dare say anything, Deska. You did nothing.
oh, I'm
You
sorry.
don't know that.
Did
You were asleep.
I'm sorry. You were asleep. I don't think you saw how the battle ended actually. So, you want to take another nap? Because we're being considerate, so you can we can catch you up to speed what happened during your little.
Listen, I have 6 health, and I'm pretty sure I can still kill you.
Oh, you can try, baby boo, but I can cast sleep, and you'll go right back down. And guess what? I'm gonna stab you while you're asleep.
All right, children.
So moving
Not a
on.
child. He
I'll,
started it.
Lazarus will just look at Nathaniel and be like, and that poor thing understood you? I feel bad for the giant. And I'll heal myself with Lay on Hands for 35, because fuck everybody else.
It's not
Alright,
like we
so you
healed you the
feel
first time.
much better as you channel energy into yourself. Arnis
I'm no
still
longer
looks-
wounded.
Arnis still looks pretty beat up, but
Yeah, I'm pretty beat up. Yeah.
so does Nathaniel, actually.
Yeah, we're for sure gonna short rest right
We're
now.
going to be taking a short rest here.
As soon as
I just want to point out I did not call you Baby Boo.
Let the record show I did not call you Baby Boo.
don't close.
Alright, so the group is attempting a rest.
Can I do whatever nature roll it is to assist Deska in collecting those spores?
Yeah, give me a d20 roll for events.
Deska?
Oh,
Because
all
you
right.
are still in a fairly dangerous place.
Boom.
Alright, so time is passing. You do manage to collect some spores. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 125 gold pieces worth of spore giant essence.
All right, let me write that.
After about 20 minutes or so of harvesting.
You're writing down in your inventory, Deska?
You can put it in the treasury if you want.
Oh, no, it's up to you. However you want to do it. If you want to hold on to it or not. Just so we don't double dip. And
All right,
be
I'll write it
confused.
in mine then.
Okay.
It was giant. What giant?
Spore giant
just-
essence,
Spore giant.
125. So, as you're resting there, Gorgon is kind of talking to you, Lazarus. He seems to be very chatty now that he's getting more comfortable with you and the group. You would get the feeling as he speaks. Are you translating all of this for the group? Everything he's saying?
So if he wants to talk to Lazarus, like I'm gonna kind of let it be up to Lazarus. He will. Lazarus.
Oh, did I
he
say
will-
Lazarus?
Yeah.
God damn it. I meant Nathaniel. He's talking.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I would not be translating unless somebody actively asks a question or otherwise asks what we're talking about. But I'm guessing with how. But they would hear my side of the conversation because I am
Yeah.
speaking in common. So.
So as you're talking to him, Nathaniel, give me a nature check.
And as of this conversation occurs, I would also actually try to ask him about Chief Wamanok. I'm guessing it goes nowhere, but I would ask.
He just would think it's a funny name.
Right.
So
The man.
you get the feeling that whatever these mushrooms are doing to the other giants, it doesn't seem to be affecting him because he's talking about how his tribe is not really talking to each other as they once were, though they're not really attacking him, and he's been kind of alone in here just with them, following them around. Not necessarily a prisoner, but just because he had, nothing else he knew what to do, so he just stayed with his tribe, even though they kind of went quiet.
I would attempt to explain to him who's the herbalist. Well, we got a poisoner. Nobody else is like really an herbalist, right?
Well, nature is kind of herbalism, but no herbalism kit specialty.
And no direct healer really. So I would go through this motion of, again, I'm thinking jack of all trades here. This idea of asking him, like, so it sounds almost like you have an ailment coming from these mushrooms that are impacting others, but you do not seem affected to it. Would we have the capability of perhaps maybe examining you further and seeing if there is, if we could determine how you are able to avoid this and perhaps derive some of skill of this. Basically, Lou, I'm thinking like I am not a trained medical person, but I'm wondering if there's a chance that we could figure out why he's not infected.
You're saying this to the rest of the group?
Yeah, I'm kind of open. I'm talking to Gorgon, but also like being kind of open about my thoughts here.
I would try to help him since I have nature as well, because I'm actually going back to what my thought process is before. I'm kind of curious to see if this is like a hive mind thing or not.
So you could examine him with nature, I guess. He's fine with that. He doesn't seem to think much of the mushrooms growing on him. He just maybe considered them something like hair or anything else his body might grow. He, again, is not very bright.
Assuming nobody here is trained in medicine, right?
Let me check.
Medicine might tell you something, and nature might tell you something if you're examining.
I'm not officially trained,
Sorry.
but I know a little bit about it.
So let me jump to Lazarus real quick as the rest is happening. Lazarus, are you doing anything during the rest?
Well, just trying to rest.
Yeah.
And probably talking to my sword. Mainly
So-
saying stuff like, I'm sorry, I didn't perform as well as I should have. It's not like I got help from anybody else, though, which is not a surprise considering how useless they are sometimes.
Hey.
So
Hey, you didn't hear that, motherfucker.
yeah,
It's in my mind.
So the sword would say, "You fought bravely. Your companions did as well. It was a dangerous situation. I was a little concerned that one of them picked me up and spoke to me while you were unconscious. That seemed a bit strange. But
Who?
he says I don't really know. It was how would he describe you from your life force? I don't exactly know. Well, actually, he'd probably see you. He'd say the one known as Fitzgerald examined me.
That son of a bitch.
But I would not be perturbed by your performance. Giants are extremely dangerous, even when they're not covered in spores. So
he grabbed you while I was unconscious instead of helping me. He
yes.
he took you away from me.
And he doesn't seem to be one of the devout of Heronius, which we might need to try to change.
And I'll say no. He's not one that I'm going to change. He's a weak being, not worthy of Heronius. And I'll stand up and go up to Fitz. And I'm gonna push him slightly with my hand on his shoulder.
Alright, so Fitz, you're kind of surprised as Lazarus walks up to you and gives you a bit of a shove.
Okay. I'll let the shove happen.
Do you say
And
anything,
then-
Lazarus, or you just shove him?
I'll grab my sword and point it at him, like at his throat, and say, the next time you touch something that belongs to me without my permission, you'll end up like these giants. And I'll walk away.
As you walk away, I'll say, the next time you go down because you don't know your own strength, you might not get back up.
We'll see if that happens.
Crime scene.
We'll see who dies first.
So
Remember, I'm the only healer here, bitch.
Not true.
Oh, you don't heal. You don't do shit.
Alright,
who
I'll leave you
just
down next
survived? Who
time. There's
just
two of us
survived
that
you?
literally
I mean,
pop you
to
up
be
every
fair,
time.
there are two other people who can heal, but
I literally pop you
Eh.
up for the hope that you would heal yourself so you don't go down again. And then you don't, and then you die. And I'm like, alright.
so the sword says, I would. It's not always wise to attack, or it might not be wise to get your allies on your bad side. I would not be too concerned with.
I don't consider him an ally anymore.
So the sword would seem. Well, I guess it doesn't seem anything because you can't see its reactions, but it would say, "I did appreciate your ability to be brave and put yourself in there to help defend the others. So for that, I shall reward you." And the sword glows a bit, and you feel yourself actually becoming less wounded, and you lose a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, baby! My sword is the shit.
So you're down to 2 levels.
Ah.
So the rest of the short rest would pass without issue. If you want to benefit from it, spend one of your daily short rests.
Let's go.
Oh, did I tell you all to start tracking your short rests?
Yep.
Okay.
You did.
So,
Yep.
So you
And
can,
then if you guys didn't notice, I did a Song of Rest, so you get an extra bonus D6 die on it.
Oh, then I'll.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let's see how this plays.
so just make sure you let me know if you're doing a Song of Rest, because that does raise the danger level.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt when you were talking. I put it in in chat, so
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll
Maybe I
interrupt.
missed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it rolled something that you wouldn't have had it anyway, but yeah, I must have missed that.
6.
Yep.
All right, so yeah,
7.
if you want to gain anything from the short rest, go ahead and spend one, and then spend your hit dice and regain whatever resources.
I'll
you
spend one more.
6.
That sucks.
D6 1.
Oh my god, 13.
I'm guessing the temp hit points are gone.
No, they're still
Oh,
there.
that's good enough.
They last. They last until you. I think it's until you long rest. Yeah, 10 hit points are all day.
Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, we don't need to full heal.
Unless the ability says otherwise, which most don't. Most just give them. Some abilities specifically state like the 10 hit points last until this happens.
Maximum mileage.
Oh, wait.
So as you're sitting there talking, Gorex is Gorgon says also the ones who have Lady Cow, they led by bigger giant, stronger. I thought I warned you.
Yeah, I don't relay this part of the information to everyone.
You do or don't?
I do not.
Okay.
Damn it. That's
Are you surprised?
No.
I think we have a couple psychopaths in our group.
A couple.
A couple.
Just a couple.
Nathaniel just wants the adventure. He wanted to
I'm
Swin
swim.
pretty
is
sure all
fine.
of us are fucking
Jessica
psychopaths.
just likes-
No, don't project
Good
Lazarus.
fights.
Oh. A toxic serial killer. What the fuck?
Again, never proven. Just something you came up with. But anyhow,
I don't
No.
think specifically Laz knows that information.
No, of course I don't. But Mikhail, me, the person, knows.
Yeah. The only people that know is me, Arnis, and Fitz himself. I think that's
Arnis?
everybody. Yeah, he speaks Thieves' Cant, and I was talking about it to you.
Yes.
Thieves' Cant.
oh,
Yes.
yeah.
But yeah, you possibly could be a serial killer. Not that Jessica would care, but why did it change my name again?
I changed your name. Your name is too
Oh,
only one word names because I don't want the pogs to be going into each other.
oh, no, it was. I just moved around where the thing was. It was like hold on. I keep hitting the wrong. But
Isn't it Deska?
Yeah, that's what I had it as.
Alright. That's
Like that.
So
I'm not seeing any changes. I don't know what you guys are
that's fine.
seeing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
neither
me
am I.
neither.
Well, it was displaying weird for me. But anyway, what do you all wish to do after the battle? Or after the rest?
I think we're making our way towards
Downtown.
the cow lady.
Making my way down.
This was an hour rest.
Yeah, it was a short rest.
How
Okay,
can I
then.
remove?
If
Oh
you
shit!
spent a short rest, otherwise you gain no
Yeah.
benefits from it.
In that case, I will make
Why do
some
I
more
do that?
poison again. I'll spend 50.
What are you trying to do?
So the exhaustion thingy on my character showed 3. I tried to remove 1, but it removed the entire thing, so now it just shows it's 1.
On the left, there should be just like a counter, right? Like that you can scroll up and down with, where the number is, so you can just set it to 2.
Where?
Yeah, it's
No, I'm
set at
talking.
2. You talking about your token marker?
Yeah, my token marker.
Well, that's not connected. You have to do that manually. You just mouse over
Yeah,
the radioactive
I
symbol
have
and press 2.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, I just didn't know how to do that. Okay, got it. Perfect.
But yeah, just establishing that Jessica made some more poison in that short rest. Other than that, I'm ready to go.
Alright.
Jessica loves her poison.
Yeah.
Still microdosing?
I mean, she did, but not in this instance because she did it like.
By the way, what happened to the snake? Whatever.
She's
the
still
name
with
is?
me. I don't use them in combat because if they die, they're gone, and I don't want them to die.
Alright, so the group is following Gorgon. Are you trying to be... I mean, he's not very quiet as he moves through this forest. Is the group trying to be quiet or do anything sneakily?
Would his not being quiet help us be sneakier?
It really depends where your enemies were coming from. If they were coming from, like, behind you and they heard him, they would walk into you before they even saw him. Whereas if they were coming from in front of you, they would see him first.
Where are we going, out of curiosity?
Looks like he's leading you west.
Okay, so west is where we're headed. And from what we understand, we are going to where his giants currently are, where they may or may not be eating some cow pie.
I don't think people eat cow pies.
Jeez.
Well, aren't cow pies
Yeah.
manure?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it here.
Manure.
Alright, so it is probably about...
I mean, they are fungus. You know, that was a joke. But,
Hey, that's true. Good point.
it's probably about 10 o'clock as you start to come to a more rocky area, less of the mushrooms and more cave. You would hear noises up ahead of giants. And as you get closer, Gorgon stops and says, tribe leader up ahead along with prisoner cow. You, what do you want, to do?
is universal speech still up? Like, can you cast that again, or is that after a long rest? That you
It
can use
is,
again?
Oh yeah, how long does that last, the ability to
1
talk to
hour,
him?
so...
Oh, so you probably have to talk to him, or yeah, so you wouldn't really know what he's saying unless you want to do it again.
I can't, unfortunately. It's a long rest ability.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So he would kind of stop and make these gestures and...
It does say unless you expend the spell slot to use it again. So.
Oh yeah, I guess I could spend a spell slot. I am getting a little low on spells though, guys. So
on spheres, yeah.
Well, yeah. It's up to you, but he seems to be, and you could probably tell he's indicating, especially since you hear something up ahead, that
yeah. And I would gesture to him that we can't speak anymore, almost pretending to be quiet, as my excuse, and then I would quietly say to the rest of the group that the camp's ahead.
He just looks at you confused and keeps talking. You don't know if trying to indicate things to him is going to work very well.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
So there's one hole here that I need bridged. Earlier when and again, this is assuming most of this got translated by Nathaniel, but I'm not sure exactly how much since there's just a lot of talking and assumptions. But essentially when he first, when we killed the first group of giants, he's like, oh, well, they attacked you. So, like, that's why he was okay with us killing them because we were we were defending ourselves. Now that we're at his village, is the expectation that that he's okay with us going in there and killing again, or are we here to negotiate for the prisoner? What is his expectation of us being here since he led us here, considering we just murdered his other group of friends?
Are you asking me?
That's a general question to Nathaniel and DM Raven, just because, again, like, because I'm
Well,
not
look
sure
at me,
exactly
this
what we're
is
doing here.
your group. I can't tell.
Okay.
From the way they were
So, yeah,
talking,
I
it
don't know
didn't
what
seem
you
like they
guys-
were friends.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So from how you were talking, especially if Nathaniel was kind of translating, it doesn't seem like he's too friendly with them because, like he says, for a while now they've been basically like
They
not
haven't been
to
talking.
him.
Yeah. Okay. So for the most part, the indication is that if we go in there and we start, murder hoboing, he won't be like, "Oh my God, you're killing my friends or killing my other friends. Let me kill you back." As far as we understand.
No, I mean you don't think so, or else he
Okay,
probably
cool.
wouldn't have led you here in the first place.
That was the only thing is because I was a little bit concerned about, like, I knew why we're here to help find the female Minotaur, but I kind of got lost with everything going on with, like, how does Gorkin feel about us coming here since he led us here, but we also already just murdered giants. Okay, so if that's all and understood, then that's me. I'm caught up.
All right. So yeah, what does the group want to do?
So Nathaniel would talk about, like, well, if you would like, I can go ahead and walk on in with our friend, and then I can talk to the giants and I can negotiate a release.
You really think if you walk in there,
So
they will release someone they've captured?
give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
So from what he was saying, it doesn't sound like the other giants talk because they're not.
Oh,
even
to be
talking.
clear, this is Nathaniel, like, kind of
Oh.
boasting.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Yeah, and this is Jessica literally talking down to him.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would guess that whatever the spore is, for the most part, it does not allow the giants to communicate, except in strange conditions like Gorin here.
Yep.
Gorgon.
Can we see, like, the giants, or have we only heard them?
You hear them up ahead somewhere, but no,
Are
you
there
don't see
any
them yet.
lights? I would imagine it's just pitch darkness, right? Because I would
unless-
imagine they need light.
Unless you all have lights, then it would just be dark.
I
Another
guess that
thing you would guess, because the group that came at you didn't have any lights on them, is that giants are not affected by the madness. Or at least these spore ones aren't,
Yeah.
like other creatures in the deep are.
So I guess, like, while Nathaniel and Deska are talking, I would, if we have a light source, which I'm not sure if we do or not, because it's always something whether or not Lazarus is lit up or not. But I would step away from the group, and I would attempt to stealth to a place where I could look at actually get eyes on them.
Quick question: what's the group's passive perception? The highest in the group.
Mine is 19 with the -5, 24 total if there's light.
Yeah, mine's 17.
And for the Lazarus thing, I always light Lazarus up. I'm not to.
All right. So you don't think there's too many giants up ahead just by listening. It sounds like only a couple. Not like the 5 that came upon you. Maybe there's like 2, possibly 3.
Okay.
So you said you want to try to stealth up ahead and see what's going on?
Yeah. Like, basically, as Nathaniel and Deska are, like, talking about, going up and talking to them, I'll just slip away to the side out of Lazarus's lit up self, so that way I disappear, and then I'll just, like, go look for myself. Stealthily, of course.
Alright. Give me one moment. Let's just try to set this up here. Alright. So So you should all see darkness.
Ah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'll show you where you're coming in. Oh, Arnis, I'm guessing you didn't finish your new character sheet yet?
That is correct. I keep getting an error
Alright.
when I try to go from second to third, so I think there's like a hash someplace. I just haven't found it to delete it.
Deska, do you only have 22 hit points?
No, it should be at 37. I updated it, but I guess it didn't say everything.
Here, I think I can fix it, yeah.
Oh.
Do you have 10 hit points right now?
I have 7, yes. Not 37. Oh, goodness. Oh.
There we go. Alright, so Deska, Cavarius, Lazarus. Cavarius, can you see in the dark?
I sure cannot.
Alright, so I'm guessing that there was a light source out.
Get cooked. Yeah, Laz is lit with the light spell.
There's a light source out. I would have had mine out too. If there's one, then I'll pull out my light stone. Even though I can see in the dark, it's still better to see with light.
Yes, and to stave off the madness that comes with time
yes.
in the dark.
Laz is always
so
lit,
go ahead
and I'm
and pull out your light sources if you had them. And you said Nathaniel, or not Nathaniel, Fitzgerald, you're going to try to sneak. So the noise is coming from somewhere up ahead, somewhere over here. There's a large cave rock formation in front of you all.
And then can you add 300 feet of dark vision to my token from the effect I got from?
I don't think that's still active.
Oh,
no,
okay,
it
never
is
mind.
It's only an
definitely
hour.
gone.
Got it.
Unless she used the dark vision spell, but I think it was his class
specialty.
ability. Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
Laz is 20/20 on the dim light because it's the light cantrip.
Yeah, that would just be a torch.
Okay.
Alright, so Fitzgerald, you are sneaking up ahead towards where you hear the noise. Go ahead and move yourself where you're going, and I'm assuming the rest of the party's staying back here.
Yeah, I would hop behind this
Assuming
rock.
Runt is
but
just in the
yeah.
background at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could put him on the board.
I mean, it's up to you as DM. I'm just making sure he's with us.
Gorgon.
I'm not standing next to Gorgon.
No.
Gorgon seems nervous. You're not sure, obviously, what he's saying now. Or wait, how long does comprehend languages last?
I think it's an hour also. I'll
Okay.
double check. But
So,
I would
yeah.
go ahead and, like maybe during our travels we would I would explain to him before the. Could we retcon that I explained to him that I'm not going to be able to speak for a while again, and then, you know, as that spell was starting to fade, and then I'd established, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down, and a couple other very basic pantomiming stuff.
You could have tried, but
Like very
he-
basic.
So he seems confused by this. Yeah, you're not sure he actually caught on to what you were trying to say.
Even just yes or no, like thumbs up, thumbs down.
Maybe. I'll roll another intelligence check. Nope. He's like,
Okay.
well, you told him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, me do that." But now you're actually trying to deal with him, and he just seems confused.
Okay, well, I am going to cast one more. I'm going to use the staff and cast one more comprehend languages, just in case he's trying to tell me anything important about the camp.
All right.
I can't speak to him, but I can understand him at least.
Yeah. So he's saying pretty much what you thought, that they are up ahead. That he does not want to fight them, but if you have to kill them, he understands.
I would keep giving him like smiles and thumbs up and trying to be reassuring via nonverbal communication.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. And Fitch, you're sneaking up.
Yeah, I would. So this is all the rock formation, but we don't see any openings yet. So I would first head to the west, and I would, as I left, if Deska is that's where you were gonna be this entire time, I would just, when thieves can't say, I'm going to look around, and I'll be right back.
Alright, so Fitzgerald sneaks off into the darkness. Go ahead and move yourself as you're moving.
Okay. Do you want me to do a stealth roll? Because I would be moving at half speed, or just go for it?
Not yet. I'll call for it when it becomes relevant. But yeah, you can say you're moving stealthy. I think I added some new things. Oh wait, not to this game. Never mind. I have to do that later then. Yeah, go ahead and move forward as you're moving. So as you're getting around the turn there, moving around the rocks, you definitely hear noises coming from up ahead. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. There's something coming from up here. Uh, 13. Alright, so something's moving around the darkness to the north of you. You're still kind of far away, so you can't see exactly what it is, but it sounds big.
I think what I would do is, since this seems to be... There's only one thing that I can imagine being up here would be the giants. Mm-hmm. So what I'm actually going to do is I am going to go back, now that I've found the entrance, quote-unquote, as far as I know. I'm going to move back here instead of keep going forward.
Mm-hmm.
But what I am going to do is I am going to light a torch and just toss it and then head back to the group.
Go ahead and place a torch there. So you can only toss a torch like maybe 20 feet.
Yeah.
Unless you're like, yeah, it's not something that's meant to be thrown long distances, but yeah, so go ahead and light a torch and show me where you're throwing it.
Sorry, I'm just, for whatever reason, I'm just getting some, super lag, so whenever I do something, it takes, a minute or two. So I would probably much just, drop it, however close I need to be to drop it off, and then as soon as I drop it off, then I would start immediately heading back to where the group was.
Give me another stealth check.
Right now while I'm in the light, or once I get out of the light?
Once you throw the torch, so while you're in the light. Basically, when you first light the torch up, because it will be obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're pretty stealthy as you light this torch and throw it out, and you definitely hear noises from the north now.
And then I'll get back into the darkness.
So
hang on
one moment. So you're right here. Everyone give me initiative rolls as you're moving away.
And I assume that, like we said, since there's so much, there is so much darkness that they see the light.
No, light definitely stands out if there's nothing blocking line of sight. It's like stars at night. You see them from millions and billions of miles away. All right.
I think this is the first time we were all rolled pretty good.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Where's Cav?
All right, so
Cav
Deska,
is 18.
you would see something light up ahead, and probably see Fitzgerald skulking through the shadows, coming back towards the group. What do you want to do?
I would move to about. Let me measure this out first. Hold on. Yeah, that's good. So then I would move.
And say your giant backs off
to right here. I would bonus action coat a well-crafted arrow and then ready an attack.
Alright, so you ready an attack for an enemy you see or within range, or?
For when I see, because that would be in range.
Okay. Fitz, what do you want to do?
So with this torch lit, I would, toss it over there.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to move my full movement to just get into the shadows, and then I'm going to take the stealth action, the hide action, and just wait to see what the light attracts.
Nathaniel.
I'm going to. So I would gesture to the runt, our friend, and kind of like almost make a sorry face, and then start kind of making my way forward a little bit,
All right.
and then just kind of waiting here.
All right. So like dodge action, basically.
Yeah, dodge action.
All right. So the giant is surprised. Arnis.
God damn it.
I'm going to move here and stealth.
All right. Cavarius.
15. I am going to. Sorry, little guy. I'm going to come over here, pick up Nathaniel, and carry him because he's my light source.
All right. So you're gonna grab him.
Yep.
So that's your action to grapple him. Nathaniel, are you gonna try to dodge this, or are you just gonna let him grab you?
Say anything, or did you just try to grab me?
Oh, I just grabbed you.
Yeah, I would have resisted. There's
Nathaniel's
no way
like,
I'm
"Hey."
letting someone
All
grab
right,
me.
let's see what you got.
Give me a grapple check, which is athletics, versus Nathaniel's athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Alright, yeah.
Wow.
Oh!
So he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" As he like jumps back and forth. Like,
No means
jumping
no.
back. Yeah. Bad touch. So that was your. Do you have multiple attacks?
I do.
So you can make a second attempt if you want. 'Cause
I
each one-
will.
Alright, so
Oh my god.
well, let's see how
Yeah, I mean, just on the off chance
see how Nathaniel rolls.
on the off chance I natural won it.
Oh my god.
That's contested.
Well, actually, I think it goes by
Defender
the,
wins, I think, right?
Yeah, I think I think it's defenders has the advantage.
Okay.
So once again, like you almost get him, but Nathaniel's like, "What?" He seems like annoyed that you're trying to grab him.
Like, it's not. It's like he's looking at. What are you trying to do? Like, use your words.
Lazarus. Do you
Lazarus-
want to? Sorry, real quick. Do you want to do anything else, Cavarius? You've failed to
I'll
grab
say-
him.
I'll say, continue moving towards the fight, and then I'll go. I'll move
Daniel's
over
like,
here.
what? Light? I haven't heard anything.
You just saw the light up. All right, so Lazarus, what are you doing?
I saw the entire interaction and I'm very, very fucking confused.
You just saw
And-
Cavarius like, "Come here, come here."
Since I
should have
have my
empathy.
movement halved, I move there.
Oh,
Your blade would say you should draw me. Something's amiss.
I always have my blade
Oh,
drawn.
you're not marked if you have it out.
yeah,
So the
yeah.
giant is surprised. The other giant is surprised. Deska. And now the giants are aware something is up.
my heart.
As you hear stomping, the giants are approaching.
How far is that? That is exactly like 60 away. I will remain put. I will use this turn to bonus action stealth and ready an action to attack.
Okay,
Where's
continue
my stealth
readying.
button?
Fitz.
Am I using that 26 before when I said that I got to the darkness and hid, or do you need another roll from me?
If you're continuing to be stealthed and you're not moving, yeah, so you're fine if you're continuing to be stealthed.
If I could, I would move basically I would move and dash at half speed to
So-
maintain my stealth.
If you're moving, you do have to make another check.
Okay, so is it better to just move to my new position and then hide it and then do the thing again since there's no one here to really see me? I imagine.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, usually you'd make it before you move, but either way, because they're not actually,
15.
don't have sight of you.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then this is moving. My action is to dash, and then my bonus action is to hide again. And I'm just going to again hide, and
All right,
that's it.
Nathaniel. After trying to grab you, Kavarius
Take a
just
shower.
continued onward. What are you doing?
Since he said move forward, I am moving forward.
Okay.
And as I get past him, I'm like, next time if you want me to ride you, then ask me to get on top of you. Don't just try to grab me.
That's what she said. Anything else?
Quiet back there, John.
Oh wow. Yeah, I would
It's
I
a
would
great idea.
prep a vicious mockery just on the off chance that I see a bad guy.
All right, you ready? So you cast Vicious Mockery and begin concentrating on it. So mark yourself as concentrating as you ready to release these psychic magics.
Sure.
The giant goes, as I said, loud thundering footsteps as a creature comes south. And I think, did you have an action ready, Fitz?
No, my action
just
was
hiding?
to dash. So yeah, I'm hiding.
I just freaking.
So,
Is ready the concentration symbol?
No, readying doesn't require a symbol unless you
Okay.
are doing a spell. So you see him, right?
Yes, I see.
He does have moderate cover, but you can use your reaction to shoot right now. He's looking
Yeah.
around, basically.
I'm gonna take the shot.
Alright, so you
it's
do-
my good arrow, so.
You do have advantage because you're outside of his sight range.
Where is the button? There it is. Okay.
But he has heavy cover, so his AC is increased. Ooh.
Jeez.
So there's a thud as your projectile hits this mushroom here, and he looks around and yells something back in a language you don't understand. But that's
Okay.
it for him. Arnis.
So I hear this, but I don't know what's going on yet.
Yeah, I don't think from your position you can see him yet, but you hear movement over here.
Have I seen Fitzgerald sort of like dancing around?
You probably don't see Fitz. He rolled pretty good on his stealth,
Okay.
right?
All right.
Because he's
Yeah,
heavily
I did too.
he's heavily concealed right now in the shadows outside your dark vision range.
Isn't Fitz also invisible?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
To dark vision, yes.
There we go. I'm gonna stealth to there, and just wait.
Or wait, never mind. I take it back. This guy didn't yell anything. He just ran over here because I just remember they don't talk. He's not one of the talk.
I was actually gonna say, like, what does Nathaniel hear? Because if they can talk, that changes everything. But never mind.
Alright, so, Kavarius, what do you want to do?
So we don't hear him yell, but we hear the big,
You definitely
like
hear
a
the
body.
big footsteps. And actually, do you see him from where you are? You might. Yes, you do because of the torch. So you would see
Yeah.
the giant over there. He ran into
Excellent.
the light.
20. Okay, I'm gonna rage. I am going to move. I'm gonna move my 20 feet for that movement.
So just as a warning, if you can't attack or take damage before your next turn, you will lose your rage.
Oh, I will.
Yes, rage only persists if you can attack or take damage before your next turn. So if those conditions aren't met, you will. That's why like you sometimes have to like get into dangerous situations before you rage, or else like you'll just
Okay.
lose it.
Then I won't rage. 20.
Unless you can like hurl a javelin really far or something. You could also smack yourself as long as you take damage. You can hit yourself for 1 plus your strength. That's a way to maintain it. It does use your action though.
Instead of raging, I'll just dash.
Alright,
So-
so you, and just FYI, if you pick up your token and press Q, it'll do the ruler as you move. So you don't have to do the ruler then move. So, yeah.
Oh wait, what?
So, like, if you pick up your token and hit Q, you said you were moving 60 feet, right?
Right.
Yeah.
There we.
So,
All
yeah.
right.
So you rush forward, ending your turn, Lazarus.
I will rush a whopping 30 feet.
Okay. You still have your
That's
action
it.
and your bonus action.
No, because my speed is halved, so that was
Oh, right, because you're
movement plus
'cause
action.
You're still wounded, so you kind of limp forward
Yep.
a little. Your wounds messing with you. So more footsteps from the north. As another giant comes running south. Looking around, but that's all he does for now. And then again, more giant footsteps as a larger, faster giant comes rushing up,
Oh my god.
who looks a little bit different from the others. Let me get you a picture, because this is the first time you've seen one like him. He is kind of bluish, with a large helmet and a large axe in his hand, and once again covered by these strange spores.
So he's a friendly one, like Run.
That is hard to say, but you can if you want to.
Yo, he's friendly. Nah, he good.
So
Gives
he
people
is
right there.
he is looking around, and he let's see. Yeah, he is looking around curiously, and for some reason, he is actually looking towards you, Fitzgerald.
Oh, okay.
That's it for him. Deska.
Okay. I have a daring yet dangerous plan. Okay, let's do it. I will move.
So yeah, the other two don't seem to notice you, but he is like looking directly at you as he steps there. Like his vision suddenly turns, or he turns his head towards your position, Fitzgerald. Sorry, go ahead,
Okay.
Deska. What are you doing?
I will bonus action dash as well as move to here. Actually, no, wait. I can't see Fitz, can I?
No, because you're using dark vision.
Okay, then
Well,
I cannot.
you might see him, depending on what your passive perception is.
Oh,
Because
my passive
invisibility,
perception.
yeah, invisibility doesn't make you. Like you could still possibly hear him or like hear his footsteps, stuff like that. There's other ways to sense
I was
him.
gonna target him with bless, but I don't think I can see him, so I can't do it.
Oh
so,
yeah, for something that requires sight.
Yeah.
you can-
Damn. Then I will just. That changes a lot, actually. Fuck. Okay. Then I will move to. Oh god. Actually, I'll just. Oh, god. Okay, I'm just gonna bonus action, code another well-crafted arrow,
Okay.
and steady aim on the frost.
All right. So you have advantage. He would have heavy cover again,
Son of a bitch. Okay.
but 20 would be just enough. So you do hit him.
Nice. Okay. So.
So just an arrow is suddenly sticking out of his arm, and he just like looks over nonchalantly.
Well, 13 damage, I think.
So 8 plus 5. Yeah, so he takes 13 points of damage. And he is now kind of looking off into the darkness, but then he turns his head back towards. Well, you wouldn't see Fitz, but Fitz, you see, turns back towards you. Anything else, Deska?
I think that's all I got, so I'll end my turn.
All right.
Did you
Fitz.
bonus action put poison on that arrow?
I cannot because I steady aimed.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I am going to bonus action, and I'm going to put a hunter's mark on. Seeing as he can see me, I'm a little bit perturbed by that. So with Deska opening the first volley, I'm going to bonus action put a hunting mark on the one that can't see me, apparently.
All right.
And that's the concentrate symbol. And then I'm
That would also you would make noise doing that, so that would end your hide, I believe. But
oh yeah,
you are still you believe invisible to him.
yeah. So I'll let myself be known, and then I'm gonna pop a shot at this one right there.
All right. So
Damn it, you were stealth and technically invisible. He still saw you. That's scary.
Yep.
Alright, so you pop a shot. Oh, yeah, and this guy's a great axe, by the way. Like an actual weapon, not just a shroomwood trunk.
Oh.
17 would strike, as these guys are not well armored. This guy is a
Oh
little bit.
my.
So you do
Oh, it's the hunter.
16? Yeah, 16 points of damage. And he's now looking to the south, seemingly angered, but he doesn't look like he sees you.
And I'll reposition to right there for my movement, and then that's it. That's me.
Alright, Nathaniel.
Yeah, so I will move up to there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get to there, which puts me, I believe, just in range of the guy on the back, right? That's oh, is that 100? Nope, I need one more to get 120 feet.
Yeah, one more.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do one more, which will be my full movement, unfortunately. And guy at the back gets your favorite spell, Lou.
I don't care. DM has no opinion. I don't give a fuck. No,
I don't give a fuck.
I ain't no giant. I don't care what
I ain't
happens.
scared nothing. Ain't never.
you do not me. Alright, so let's see. That is a wisdom save, right?
Intelligence.
Oh, right, intelligence.
good luck.
You intelligence saving
Is-
spells.
His favorite stat.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That was a pretty good roll, but still not enough. 13 would fail. So
Yep.
Alright,
he is
good roll,
affected
man.
by enemies abound. He looks around. Ugh. Seems
Looking
And
kind
then-
of sus.
Given that, yeah, I can really, well, I mean, maybe, yeah, we'll do it just because he's the only person who's really, I can do it for is Deska. You will get some inspiration.
Hey, thank you.
So-
It makes me.
Nathaniel
Wow.
turns around and says what to Deska?
Nathaniel looks at Deska for a moment and says, "Do you see where the cowman went? I kind of lost track of him. Maybe you should go help him and make sure he doesn't die while we're trying to save his friend."
I can do that.
Sounds oddly inspiring. Alright, anything else, Nathaniel?
That was movement, bonus action. That's pretty much my turn.
Alright, so this one comes down this way, and he is going to look towards Cavarius, pick up a rock, and go hurl it at you because he sees you now. So at this point, it might have. Well, I guess you couldn't have moved as far as you if you had raged.
Yeah.
So 19, I believe, would hit you probably, right?
Yep. It does.
So as you're running through the darkness, you see a giant come running out of the darkness who sees you, would stop, pick up a rock, and unfortunately, you are not quick enough to dodge and are hit for 14 bludgeoning.
Hey.
He would then end his turn because he can't throw multiple rocks. Arnis, I think you see him now. You are hiding, I believe, right? Are you there, Arnis?
You're muted.
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge. That's it. That's all I'm doing this turn.
Alright, so you stay. You're hiding, though, right?
I am. Yeah, I'm hiding.
Okay,
Yep.
So you stay put for the moment. Cavarius, what are you gonna do?
Now we rage.
Alright, you do see lots of angry giants up ahead. So, yeah, it might be time. So you
20.
fly into a rage as you rush towards this guy who's looking like he's about to pick up a second rock. But I think you can get
Yep.
to him before he does.
I'm gonna move in. I'm gonna recklessly attack him.
Alright. Pulling out the stops. You throw yourself recklessly at him. 25 would strike, so let's resolve that first attack. How much do you deal? 19. Alright, so you cut into him as the shroom giant zombie thing just sort of stumbles back a little. Second attack would be a 21, which would strike as well. So go ahead and roll a second damage. It's another 17. So you lay into this guy as he is getting the beating, though he still looks fairly healthy. He's still up. Anything else?
No.
All right. Lazarus, stumbling forward.
Very, very slowly.
Your sword says, do you have a bow to employ ranged attacks with?
No. I'll go there.
Hey, Laz.
A javelin could be helpful as well. Anything else, Lazarus?
Nope.
Alright, so the other giant comes rushing forward. 30. And then he goes another 10. He's frustrated that he can't get to Kaveri, so he is going to pick up a rock from nearby and hurl it at you.
He's enemies abound, right?
That he does see these.
He
Yeah, that's
is
right.
enemies abound, so let's
Thank
see.
you.
1, 2, 3, 4. What's the distance on this rock?
Well, it would have been before he moved too. So.
Oh, well, he wasn't attacking from back there. He wanted to move up and attack. So he would probably do it from his current location. Because I think I make the roll when he tries to make the attack, right?
You can rule how you want. It's basically they cannot determine friend from foe. So yeah. I was just thinking, like, if he had two enemies right next to him, would he really run forward and throw a rock? That was part of my logic of hitting the guy behind him. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard you. I think he's debating.
Like I said,
All
your
right.
favorite smell.
So I'll say he'll make that roll before he runs forward. From back there, he can see 3 targets, so I'll roll a d6. Kavarius, you are 5-6.
Oh, 5. I mean, 1.
Alright. So he is going to rush up to here and swing his great club at his buddy. Crit.
Oh my god.
Whack. So he hits his buddy for 31. And he is looking wounded.
I think that's the first time since Nathaniel's been here that you've been able to hit a crit. And it's on.
Second great club. 11, no. So after smacking him in the back of the head, this guy jumps back, avoiding the second blow. That is it for this guy. The frost giant goes. So he looks around curiously, seeing this strange behavior. What's his intelligence? Alright. So he's going to step forward. 30. He is as well going to pick up a rock, though he is going to hurl it at Kavarius. Taking his axe into one hand, he throws the rock with the other. I think he has advantage on this roll. 22 versus AC, or 26 with advantage would definitely hit you.
Oh yeah.
You are struck for 37 bludgeoning, which you can have to, what is that, 16? No, 17. No. 18. No. Man. Yeah, 18. I got it.
Yeah, me too, man.
I
Math
have
is
those
hard.
days, man.
Math is hard. Alright, so he took his attack as Kavarius is struck by almost like a large boulder that kind of breaks apart as it hits him. Definitely hurting, though the rage kind of carries you through it as you don't take as much damage as you would have normally, luckily. Deska.
Okay, Deska will action and bonus action dash. Well, she will bonus action dash up to here along with her movement. Grip her holy symbol and say, "We can't afford any mistakes. and she'll bless herself, Arnis, and Cav.
Alright. So
I don't know if you can see me though.
you would
I
note
I'm hiding.
Arnis,
right.
that the frost
True.
giant looked at you for a moment. He's now looking very intently at Deska as you start using magic.
Can I see? What was your stealth roll?
It was a 19, I think, for me.
Well, I can't see. Then never mind. Then, God, I can't bless because of. Well,
Everyone's too
I'm gonna,
stealthy.
Is he in Lazarus's light right now? Because it looks
he
like
is,
on mine.
but
Yeah.
Not enough to reveal him, especially because he's behind those mushrooms.
Gotcha.
well, I already said I bless. So instead of blessing Arnis because I can't see him, I'll bless Laz instead. So me, Laz, and Kavarius.
Alright. So
Okay,
you
and then
all
after-
are affected by bless.
I will do that, and then I will use the rest of the movement I have left. 50, 55, 60 to move here. And that is my turn. I also have to mark myself.
Alright, so that is it for you. Fitzgerald. Looks like the frost giant has been distracted and is no longer looking towards you.
I will move up, and I'll pop another shot on this one, who's looking pretty beat up.
Oh, yeah. So as he's hit by his friend, you shoot him from behind. 14 would be enough,
Ooh, yay!
as he gets an arrow in the butt. For 5, 11, 17. He is bleeding from several wounds now and not looking very healthy.
I'll move to here, and I'll take the hide action.
Alright, Nathaniel.
I'll take a few steps forward. 5, 10, 15. How are we on range here? A little bit more. Yoink to there, and then the big, ugly frost giant I will cast. Well, first I will start beating my drum and say, so are you supposed to look that blue? Because you don't look very healthy compared to your other friends out there. It's kind of looking bad for you. And that's some unsettling words on him.
Okay, so he gets
Sweet.
-8 to a saving throw.
Yep, and then he will get a distant whispers at let's do level 3.
Max 8 on that.
Great
So he gets a wisdom save.
5d6, goddamn.
Not a great roll, but I'll take it.
So with the -8, he would be at a 10, which would fail. So he
Yep.
kind of is perturbed by your psychic words, taking 13 damage.
And use his reaction to run away from me.
Yes, he seems to back off 40 feet.
And then would the enemies abound guy technically
No.
use his reaction to
He
hit?
would not.
Okay.
Enemies abound doesn't say anything about reactions.
Actually, it does.
Oh, I was supposed to. I think it does.
Does it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and throw it in there.
An enemy provokes an attack of opportunity. The creature must make that attack if able.
All right.
That spell covers itself.
I made Nathaniel entirely to be a control the battlefield character.
Yeah, I like it.
It's working, totally, yeah.
I mean, you literally take people out of the fight for like a turn every time.
That's the idea.
Unless you're Laz, then you still just get hit no matter what.
I mean, sometimes you just can't help it. It just
I mean,
happens.
the downside with them is most of these are I have to be within 60 feet, so that puts me.
Yeah,
in a
you gotta
lot
be
of
kind of
danger.
in there.
Yeah. I can't just sit back. That's the risk. As the
Okay.
last fight showed where I got my ass handed to me.
So he will take a swing with his club. Nope, 12 would not be enough, and he smacks against the creature's armor but does no damage. Anything else, Nathaniel?
That's action, bonus action, and movement, so I'm good.
Alright, so the hill giant goes. So he's confused by his friend attacking him, but he is going to swing at Kavarius again.
Bro, I thought we were tight.
So he would have advantage, right?
No, I did. I'm sorry, I did not attack. Oh wait, yeah.
Because your turn
Yeah,
hasn't
he
come
does.
back around yet.
Yep.
So 13 would become an 18, and he would strike, doing only 16, so half to 8. Whap! As he
Okay.
Only 16.
slams his club against you, but again, your rage keeps you from taking the full brunt of it. Arnis.
Mhm.
All right. So, can I get between the mushrooms and like this spire, or do I have to go around the mushrooms?
What mushrooms? Oh, are you talking about the ones you're next to?
Yeah.
So this
Like
would
there's a
be
rock right there.
difficult terrain, but you can get through.
Okay.
Or you could teleport or whatever.
I could teleport,
The only
but
time
I
you
want
can't
to.
the only time you can't get through is if you see a lighting barrier. You can't move through those.
Okay. So that's it. It's my turn. I move up there and I get further into the shadows.
Alright, so you make
I'm
another.
gonna stealth again.
Yeah, make another stealth check.
Yep.
And you're dodging, I assume. Or no, you're using stealth.
Yep.
So yeah, that would be your action.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, luckily these guys don't seem super perceptive. Cavarius, what are you gonna do?
Okay. We're gonna do beat the guy in front of me.
Reckless?
No, not reckless this time.
Alright, so 22 would strike with the first one. And let's roll those one at a time just so we can resolve one then the other. But
Okay.
the first one strikes for 14, which would drop this guy. Oh.
Okay.
So you still have your one attack. What are you gonna do? This guy goes down.
I'm gonna move up to this guy,
Okay.
and then we'll. Does this 16? hit him?
16 would, yes. As you strike at this one, doing 12 points of damage. And
You get a save against my spell.
Yeah, he
Yep.
gets a save. It's not an advantage, is it? It's just a.
I think it's just straight, but I can double check.
I want to say, yeah, in save.
Yeah, in save. Oh, sorry, I
no-
thought you got advantage.
No, he is still under the effects of it. So anything else, Cavarius?
That will be it.
All right, Lazarus.
I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna dodge.
That's my bolt.
All right, the hill giant goes. Let's see, he can see a few people now. Fitz, you're hidden, right?
Yes.
What was your hide roll?
19.
Okay. So.
What of the 7 targets does he choose to hit? 1, 2.
So he is going to swing at Cavarius. So
Okay.
he can choose a different target, but he's not going to run over there right now. So he's just going to go for the one in front of him. Because he doesn't want to take an oppie.
That's fair.
27 would strike you, I believe.
Quite easily.
So you are struck for 17 bludgeoning, which halves to 8. As he slams you with the great club on his first attack. Second attack is an 18. I assume
That does it.
that would strike you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you get hit again for another 27, which halves to 13. Whap, whap. Urgh.
I am looking rough.
Starting to take some beatings there. That's it for him. So the frost giant now. It's a little bit wary of his buddy there, as he swung at him. So he's gonna come down this way, kind of moving around. And he's gonna pick up a rock and hurl it at Fitzgerald. Luckily, has cover. Like I said, he seems to be able to see you for some reason, which is weird to you. 23. I believe that would still hit you even with the cover. So the rock slams into the mushrooms and just smashes through them, striking you for 40 bludgeoning.
Oh my god.
Luckily, the rock clipped you, or else that probably would have killed you. And I need a concentration check for your mark.
Which I fail, right? Because it would have to be 20, yeah.
So you lose concentration, understandably, as a large rock almost turns you into a paste. That would be it for him. Deska.
Oh my god.
So you just saw like a huge crash to the south of you as Fitz kind of went, ah! And you hope he's okay,
Yeah.
but you can't see him. You're like, oh.
Deska will step to here and hold out her leg and look at Laz and say, "Do you mind?" As in poison. Do you mind?
Don't touch my sword.
Whatever then. Fine. She will instead coat her own and finish her movement here. And activate Twilight Sanctuary. As soon as I find it.
Alright, so a dimmish light extends out from you in a 30-foot radius.
Yep. Let me give me 1 second to set that all up. Well, that's my turn because that's all I have left.
Fitzgerald.
Taking that massive hit, and it seems like hiding does nothing against this guy, I am going to
I will also get the aura.
pop out again, and I will go ahead and just shoot this guy.
Alright, so you would have
One more time?
advantage. Pew. Oh, and Deska, you get your temp HP
Yeah.
at the end of your turn. 24 would strike him, so as he's concentrating on Kavarius, another arrow comes in, hitting him for 15. As he once again grabs at his arm where the arrow struck and looks frustratingly out into the darkness.
And then I will.
Did he get a
move
save?
to-
I don't. Which one was he shooting?
Yeah, he gets another.
He gets a
save.
save. And then I'm going to bonus action, or not?
You would fail.
Yeah, bonus action dash. Just
Run!
great distance.
Oh god! Oh god! That was a big rock. All right, so yeah, Fitz is just rushing off into the distance. Anything else?
That's me.
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel takes notes of the restful and the retreating.
Can't see me.
Yeah, you don't see him. You just saw. You just heard a ha as a bunch
that
of
is
huge
true. I
rocks
do not
smash
see him.
this thing.
A little bit far.
I love it.
You take notes
what
of the
the-
possible dead guy to the south.
You know what Nathaniel's gonna do is he's gonna hold back and just let his spells work. He will take the dodge action and just kind of sit back here a little bit.
Okay.
And let his spells play out.
All right. So the hill
Doesn't wanna run
giant.
forward.
Yeah, you just saw that rock like demolish
Yeah, he remembers those rocks from the last time he took 2 of them.
those mushrooms. He's like, ooh. All right. So
Oh,
this
you
hill
moved
giant is dead. So he's off the turn order. He's out. Arnis. You see-
All right, so
Yeah.
we've decided that diagonal movement 2 is 15 feet. Is that right? Is my math right there?
The second move is 15. The first move is 5. The second move is an extra 5. So yeah, the second move is 15.
So, all right. So that's 15 right there.
Yes.
I'm going to move to there and
Alright.
take the dodge action.
So he does see you now, but
Yep,
you are
that's fine.
dodging.
Yep.
Kavarius. You're
I
feeling
got
a,
my
little, feeling a little beat up from all these hits.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. So, kill the guy in front of me.
So you go at him again, swinging 21 would strike as your first attack for 14.
Consistent 14. I like it.
Second attack, nice, 25 would hit again, cutting into him for 13 points of damage, and he's looking wounded as he is
Yeah, join the club.
bleeding from several. Yeah. Now you and him both look beat up. Anything else?
No, I don't have anything else.
All right, Lazarus.
Let's see. What can I do? Oh yeah, move 15 feet. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
All right.
And actually, can I check something? Oh, a little too far. Okay, I'm just gonna dodge for now.
Alright, so the hill giant goes.
Of course.
I think he can reach Arnis right now. Just barely with his reach. So,
Yeah, 15 feet.
because of enemies abound, he's going to have to attack at random. He can't choose a target. He chooses Arnis. But luckily, you are dodging. So he takes a swing at you with his club as he sees you kind of get in a position and dodge. Woof. 26 becomes a 14, and I believe he misses you.
Correct.
Second swing is going to come at you again. 25 becomes a 13, and he would miss you again.
Wow.
Perfect. You're welcome, Cav.
Thanks.
Totally.
It wasn't
planned that.
intentional. It was not intentional.
So this
It
guy
totally was.
is going to come this way, trying to follow where Fitzgerald went. He moves 40 feet. He's looking around in several directions now.
Yes, they were.
He looks over as he moves here, sees looks like he can see a couple new people. He's gonna pick up a rock.
Put it down.
No.
Pick it up, put it down. It's
No,
a
no, no,
chance
no, no.
move.
Bad giant.
Pick it up.
Bad giant. So does he see Nathaniel? Oh, he does see Nathaniel. Okay.
Oh no.
Wow, he's not super intelligent. I'm gonna roll for this.
Alright, let's see what you got, Giant.
He's gonna hurl at Deska.
No!
'Cause he's
Giant!
suspicious you were the one casting spells.
Yeah, I am. What you gonna do about it? Don't do 40, please.
It doesn't roll very well. 15 versus AC.
You miss! Good day, sir!
I said good day.
I said good day.
Woo!
So yeah, the rock comes swinging towards you or hurling towards you, and these mushrooms are just decimated behind you as you jump to the side.
Deska's eyes
Thank-
are big and frightened.
Deska.
She doesn't like this, so she's gonna. Wait, how close is he? That's a liability. So she's gonna move. Oh wait, are they? Oh god. Does that mean that it's destroyed, or is it
Yeah,
just?
he destroyed those two.
Okay.
It's still difficult terrain, but you can, yeah.
She'll move to. Oh, I didn't move. Dang it. She'll move to. I'm on the arrow. That's why. She'll move
Charge.
here. Yeah. Take that, and she'll still fire at him. She'll bonus action stealth from behind the thingies.
Is this guy?
Yeah.
Alright, so you
And-
take you stealthing first or after?
After I move.
Alright.
And then-
So go ahead and roll stealth.
Yeah, I did.
So for some reason, it seems like he still sees you, so make a normal attack.
Okay, this will be with my poisoned, well-crafted arrow. And
But 22
Hey.
would be enough, and you shoot him.
cool.
for
Cool.
6, 12, 18 points of damage.
And he must give me a Constitution DC 14.
He does not. He seems like he is immune to your poison.
My poison, is it immunity or resist?
It is immunity.
Then never mind. Deska cries.
Will
Like my
you take
turn.
the 12 from the sneak attack? If it's a normal roll.
Oh.
True, yeah, I wouldn't take the
That's
sneak.
true, because you don't have that enemy next to him, so he does not take the 12.
Damn, made my turn completely useless. Alright, I end my turn.
Damage is still 6 damage.
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Fitzgerald. So you are
I'm gonna
a
move
bit farther from him now.
5 and 10 to here, and I believe from here I'm within 80 feet to again pop a shot at this one, the one that Cav is currently fighting.
Okay.
So I'll pop another shot at extreme distance. Well, not extreme, I guess, just right within.
Yeah, it's regular distance, I believe, with the longbow.
Hey!
Ew.
Crit. Alright, nice.
Oh,
So go ahead, give me a damage roll. So
Lots of
11,
damage. All the damages.
19, 30. Alright, good hit. So he is looking to attack Cav when suddenly an arrow hits him right in the side of the head. Ooh. And he kind of
Nice.
stumbles a bit, but he is still holding on to life. Anything else?
I'll use my remaining movement to get there, and then bonus action dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
and 6. I'll go up 1, and that's me.
Nathaniel.
So he would technically still get a save if it matters. I mean, he's probably just hitting the guys.
Let's see. Nope, he is still affected.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and
kill steal.
no, we're gonna go ahead and make this guy run away again. So I'm gonna say, you're blue. You really need to go get that checked out. That's not looking good for you, man.
You have circulatory disorder.
So he gets that,
Minus
and
3.
we're gonna go ahead and burn a level 4 spell and cast Dissonant Whispers at
Oh
level
my
4.
god.
Alright,
Yeah.
so he makes a
4th level spell?
wisdom save with
15.
minus 3.
15 damage only though.
1, 1, 2, 4, 5.
21 becomes an 18 and he resists.
So he saves.
So he
Damn.
takes 7 points of half damage.
No, it's full save.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
really?
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm
then.
pretty-
It's all
So he
Takes
now is definitely looking at Nathaniel as he's figured it out. Oh. Anything
Wait,
else,
did you
Nathaniel?
Yeah.
gi-
On a failed save, it takes 3d6. So yeah. So that's shitty turn.
It does say half damage. On a successful save, the target takes half. So he took 7.
Okay. Take 7. Still a shitty turn. Well, so since he's staring at me, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, and kind of point over at Deska.
Get behind me!
That guy.
She
You mean
did.
that
Go
guy.
for him!
She
Go
Point
for
did.
over
him!
at Deska, like, you mean him? Her, hit her!
You know what? I take it back. Don't have to stand behind me. Coward.
Do
Arnis.
giants have high wisdom? What the fuck?
This one seems to have higher wisdom than the other
Oh, that
ones.
guy's smart, dude.
Yeah.
Or he just
You get
rolled
to
really
breathe.
well. It's hard to say. But
No,
anyway,
he's smart.
Arnis, what do you want to do?
All right, we're gonna step in to here, and we're gonna attack.
First attack of the fight. Let's go.
All right, Arnis moves in for some.
Don't be
smacking.
like that.
I'm not. Hey, I'm
Don't
just.
be like that.
What do you mean? I'm just. It's true, isn't it?
Oh,
And it's a crit. Let's go.
Oh!
There it is.
See?
Smacks him with the wraps, giving a massive hit. Why didn't it roll crit? That was weird. Or did it? No, wait.
Couldn't have.
Wait, does that do 2 different damages?
I think he
does.
still has it set for the 1d6
Yeah.
and the 1d6 from his gloves. He hasn't separated them yet because he hasn't made a
Let
new
me.
thing.
I'm gonna fix that
Yeah.
right now. I'm gonna fix your macro. Oh wait, you're rolling from beyond. God damn it! Fucking
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
fucking hate beyond. All right.
So basically, just roll 2d6
Alright, let me do
again, right?
mental math here. So some of that is so 1d6 is your punch, 1d6 is your glove.
Well, hey, let's do. Well, let's do this. we have an unarmed strike, right? So here's my unarmed strike. We'll just do this with my damage. That's with no gloves.
Well, so hang on. I can use these rolls. So that could be your crit, and you do actually do another d6 because the crit would double your. Because you do what? Celestial damage? What's the other damage?
Radiant. yeah.
Radiant.
Radiant.
Yeah. So go ahead and
Yep.
roll another d6 because it would be 4d6 total.
I wish I could do celestial damage. Sounds epic.
So 11,
16,
14, 16 total.
17. 17, 20 total. 'Cause
Well,
it's-
the second unarmed strike is 1d6 plus 3 again, so you only roll the 3 technically on a 1d6. The plus 3 is his strength modifier again on the other unarmed
but
strike you did.
so
Yeah.
he rolls 4d6 because he doubles both die. So 11 plus he rolled a 3.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
14.
Yeah,
God,
exactly.
beyond.
Yeah, 20.
All right, so 14 plus 3, 17. All right, there we go, math. 17 damage, and he's looking very wounded after that first attack. Second attack,
Second math with less math.
With less man.
Oh.
And then he crits again.
Oh, please crit again.
Right?
no, 22 would strike again, 24 with the flank. Huh! So you maybe kick him in the back
Ow.
for another 5 points, which would bring him down.
Double ones is all you need.
All right, anything else?
Oh, gee whiz. I still got stuff. How bad is Cav? Oh, never mind. I already gave my points. Ocean. Nope, I'm done.
Cav is looking pretty wounded. Cav, what do you want to do?
Well, he just stole my kill, so that's not fun.
Here we go again.
15, 20, 25.
Here we go.
I'm gonna move down to this guy and punch or chop at this guy.
Alright, you are brave. Alright, so you're going up to this guy who you saw decimate those things. So 22 plus 4, 26 would strike him. Oh, doing 14
God,
points of
14
damage.
for days.
Oh, he stumbles back a bit. Unfortunately, 12 would not be enough, and he would parry the second attack with his axe. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I can do.
Alright, so he turns towards you, hefting his great axe. Lazarus, what are you gonna do?
I have a question about inspiration.
Yeah?
Can I use it to give disadvantage on a saving throw rather than give myself advantage?
No, it just works like normal inspiration. You can only get
Damn it.
advantage on a roll.
Well, whatever. I'm gonna use hold person.
Alright, go ahead and
Taste.
link it. So you chant summoning holy energy, attempting to save Cavarius
City?
from a nasty hit, probably. So he has to make a wisdom save to attempt to not be held.
DC 16. Hopefully he misses.
That is actually very high.
He rolls an 8, so he would fail. And
Hey, he's paralyzed for 1 minute.
Crit
he
time.
is about to take a swing to cut Cavarius in half. He just halts, standing there paralyzed.
Okay,
go hit him.
and I guess I'm gonna move my 15 feet. To there.
Okay.
apparently, I should have carried you as the light source instead of trying to carry the thing.
But now at least we get crits, right? Am I?
Yeah, crit time.
Good.
So
Fuck
the
it. Fuck this
hill
guy.
giant
If he
goes.
doesn't break out.
He does not get to do anything because he's dead. The frost giant goes. He does not get to do anything because he's paralyzed, but he does get another saving throw, I believe, right?
He should, I think.
So
End
he's
of his
going to
turn.
struggle, attempting to break free of your wisdom, of your hold spell. No, he rolls poorly once again and seems to be stuck in place. Deska.
Alright, Deska will drop her longbow. Pull out her favored dagger, returning. And will drop into a 3-point stance and sprint with a bonus action dash. And what's the thing you have when you?
Oh, by the way, your shielding is gone, Lazarus, because that was a concentration. Just
What?
FYI.
What's it called?
Oh, yeah,
When you
yeah.
when you move a certain amount of feet, you can add your
Spreads?
what's it called?
Or
It's
Charge?
one of your-
what, dash?
No, it's one of your Oh my god, I can't remember what it's called right now. But you have it's one of your rules where if you dash, like, well, if you move a certain amount of feet, hit them, like
A
you can't move
charge?
anymore. A charge. That's what it was. How does the charge work again?
So yeah, if you move in a straight line towards the creature and hit, you can't move anymore, but you can double your dex modifier, or your whatever your attack modifier is, which would be dex in your case.
Okay, I'll try to do that then.
Alright, so you charge at him, jumping and stabbing. Ah.
Okay, and that would be my boom.
Yes, 24 would strike, so that is a crit.
Okay. I probably should just use
Well, do the normal roll first, then just
Yeah.
roll extra dice.
boom.
So 5 and 12 is 17, and then you get to roll an extra d4 and 3 more d6. So 20 and 16 is 36.
And what did you already add the charge thing?
Yes, that was plus an extra 3.
Cool. And that will conclude Deska's
Right.
turn.
Yeah, I think there's a plus 4. What's your dex modifier?
My dex modifier is +3.
Okay, so yeah. Alright, so Deska's turn ends. Fitz.
Seeing as now the Frostgiant has plenty of targets besides myself, I will. Let's see. So, whoops. 5, 10, 15, 20 movement. I think that puts me at 80. And since these are destroyed, they no longer are cover, right? It's just rough terrain.
It's light cover.
Okay.
Because there's
I
still
will.
some debris there, but it's not as heavy cover.
I'm going to bonus action to, I'll just use the last of my movement just to move up to right here. And then bonus action, Hunter's Mark on him because he's just in range. That's my last spell slot. Which, for whatever reason, now when I click on it, nothing happens. I'm not sure. It doesn't, reduce my spell slots anymore, so I'm just doing it myself. And yeah, I'll just pop a shot at him.
Alright, so you take a shot.
Hmm.
So 17 would strike.
Okay.
So you deal 5
20.
plus 8. 20, and then it is or wait. Is it hang on, check something.
I'm checking right now. Paralyzed.
It just says attacks have advantage on him, right? And then if you're within 5, it's a crit.
Oh yeah, so no,
Yeah.
this wouldn't be auto crit. So this would just be
Just advantage.
so
straight
20 points as the arrow hits him. Anything else?
up. That's me.
Nathaniel.
Yeah, so Nathaniel will take a few steps, seeing him paralyzed. 5. I can't quite get to him. So we'll get over to there and probably just do a simple vicious mockery on him. You can't move.
Nana, nana, nana.
Which is a wisdom save.
I just
All
picture
right.
his eyes.
21. He has lots of self-confidence. He doesn't care about your words.
Okay, that's fine.
Just locks eyes.
I'm gonna save my last bardic inspiration just in case I need it later, and that'll be my turn.
All right, Arnis.
5, 10, 15. That would be 30. Oh, that's 45. Perfect.
You would have to run through the giant, so that's all difficult terrain if you go through him.
I can't jump over him.
You could. You need 10 feet of running to do a running jump. So you could go around him, like go around this way, but yeah. I think it would take you a turn. Unless you have a way of teleporting.
Well, I can't because I'm not in shadows, right?
Yeah, because there's
Am
a
I in
torch
light, right?
there. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, I'm not in shadows.
Oh yeah, it
It's
looks like
only
you're
40
40
feet.
feet though. Yeah, so I think you can still do it.
Yeah.
You just can't run right through them.
Yeah, so I gotta do this.
What's your movement?
40 at this level,
45?
40. 45, yep.
So yeah, with 45, I think you could make it to him.
Can make it to here, but I didn't want to be here. I want to be one back. But that's fine. I guess that's good. All right. So yeah, we're gonna charge in and we're gonna attack.
Crit time.
Alright, so you take some punches at him at advantage. Whap, whap, whap.
Worst case scenario.
You would strike and that would crit, so go ahead and give me damage.
We're gonna spend a key point. We're gonna try to stun him, which means he has to make a DC 15 savings throw or be stunned until the end of his turn.
Alright, well, give me damage first.
Sure.
See if he survives.
Yeah. So
So 4. Wait.
that's without the wraps because I just removed it.
Wait, why? But don't you still have your wraps equipped?
Yeah, I removed that, so it's a separate roll now. Right?
I think the easy way to do this right now would be to do a roll 4d4 plus 3 and just do that manually until we get that fixed out. Because that's essentially the damage you're doing right now because you're critting.
Yeah, I have no control over your rule or your D&D Beyond sheet, so I can't do anything to help you with fixing that. That's one of the reasons.
Well, no, my damage is 1d6 plus 3 without the wraps.
But yeah, but your character is using the wraps, so he should do 2d6 plus his modifier, and then an extra 2d6 from the crit. So you should exactly do 4d6 plus your modifier right now, because you're critting.
Okay, so you want me to roll it 3 more times? Yes.
Yeah.
Just do one roll. Roll 4d6 plus 3.
Yeah, it's easier that way because if you keep doing unarmed strike, we have to you only get the plus 3 once. So every time you keep rolling unarmed strike, we have to just mentally take away your strength modifier to do the right damage.
Yeah.
So so do as Lazarus is doing.
Yeah, I mean, you just keep rolling with your wraps for now. We'll manually adjust it. That's fine.
Oh, I already backed it up between turns. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so then go ahead and roll 4d6.
Well, I've got it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So all right, so you crit him for 21 with the first attack. Attempt to stun him, which gives him a con save. Unfortunately, is
DC
his most powerful save. He rolls a 24 and does not care for your stun.
That's okay. It was worth a shot. All right, we're gonna hit him again.
All right, second shot. 23 would strike, so another 4d6 plus 3. As you crit, another explosion of holy energy from the punch. So as you bring him low, you kind of uppercut into his chin with that strike, and his head would explode.
Oh my god.
Sending chunks of Vicor or Vicor.
2 stolen kills.
And the giants have all been slain. What does the group want to do?
Alright, Cab, let's go check if they're in there.
So, are we seeing like a tribal area or
not here. If you go back where they were, which is up here, I'm assuming you're going over there now.
Yep.
So you'd see a couple of
I
things.
want to check the corpse.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So you stay behind and take a look. So he has a massive great axe that you are really glad he didn't hit anyone with. He is he has some armor, which could probably be a tent for any of you. He has his helmet. He has his bluish skin, and of course the mushrooms growing all over him. He doesn't. Well, he has a couple of pouches on him. Do you want to examine those?
Yep.
Alright. So the pouches look like they're very old. He's probably been carrying these around for a while. The first pouch has about 120 gold pieces in it of a
Oh, nice.
coin that you don't recognize.
But it's still gold, all good, baby.
You're not sure if people would necessarily take this as currency. You might have to get it smelted and turned into a different coin. But it's 120 gold pieces worth of a strange currency, so don't put that with your normal gold.
Yeah.
There is some work you might have to do to use it. Other than
Fitz,
that, you also...
Are you gonna add it to a treasury?
Oh yeah, I was gonna let him
Fitz is
finish, and
getting
you were
it.
gonna tell me what you're gonna keep and what is gonna go into the treasury, so we can go through the whole thing.
Oh yeah, no. Okay.
Oh, and actually, let's take a 5-minute stretch break, because I believe it's... Well, I guess it's way past halfway point, but...
That's cool.
Yeah, let's take a quick break so people can use the restroom if they need to.
KK.
That was 120 gold pieces of old currency, essentially,
Yeah,
or
strange old
outdated
currency.
currency.
Unknown currency.
He's probably had that from when he was actually alive. It's the piece of shit mushroom guy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you have to work on finishing what you start.
We did a good job.
Yay.
It's funny how people are divided about Beyond 20. I mean, it's D&D Beyond and Roll20. They either love one and hate the other, or vice versa.
I mean, I don't hate Roll20. I've just never used it. So I just
Yeah.
have to learn.
I mean, Heronius himself would only use Roll20, so why use D&D Beyond?
Alright, that's why I don't serve that god.
I mean, I don't know.
That's why
I've
I
never
don't
used
serve
D&D Beyond.
it.
I didn't even know you could use it with Roll20, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've had no
Well, I'm sure a
problem
more
with it.
experienced person would probably not be as fucked up as I am with setting it up.
Oh, it's all good. It's just we're practicing. Just gotta believe in yourself. Yeah, and I think actually no, never mind.
I wonder what's in the other pouch.
Doo-doo
I wonder what's
good.
going on with all the touching and grabbing and underperformance? That's what I wonder about.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
all the
literally,
touching.
I had 5 turns. 4 of those were walking.
Bro,
Alright,
you just JoJo fought that man. You walked up
Hey,
and then hit him with an ability.
I fucking stumbled my way here.
I will say
Just
that I am
feet at a
glad. I'm very proud of you because you have progressed. You went from going to a fight and immediately going down at some point to actually getting through a fight.
Okay,
So-
hold on.
The last time was
Oh.
my first time going down, bitch.
He wasn't able to get into the fight to do the
That is
other
also
thing.
true.
I mean,
Trust me, I wanted to run in and fight, but since I had so much time between my turns, I was like, what spells do I actually have?
Bro, that's my everyday. I go, alright, I have this many spells. I only have 3 spell slots. How can I maximize?
I mean, you could have possibly saved your friend's life there if he hit
Yeah.
if he hit Cav
true.
with like a full hit. He could have possibly put him into like negative his total. Maybe
What?
What's your total?
What is
Magical axe?
Wait, what's
I
your
mean, it's
total?
not like we can use
Oh,
it.
no,
but-
no.
Would you
mind.
spoil it for us and let us know how much damage that
No.
axe does on average?
No.
Come on.
But I'll just say, like,
That-
you saw what he hit with the rock, and that's like his off attack. That's not even his
I
main.
was gonna say
attack.
Fitzgerald would
that's
be the one he
because-
had.
That's because there's more of these in store for us.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
want to
sure-
ruin the
I'm sure
surprise.
you'll find out at some point. Don't worry.
Oh
Oh, fuck.
no.
Thanks,
but
bud.
he also would have a gem on him. It looks like a pearl. That you may not have seen a pearl because it's probably been a while since. Well, I mean, there's underground water,
Nath-
so maybe.
Nathaniel has one.
Yeah,
I think
and
I
I've
have
seen
one
enough
for
For
identify.
identify.
Spellcasters.
Does anyone have I guess an intelligence. We'll just say it's probably worth about 150 gold pieces, Pearl.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Other than that, he doesn't
Pretty
really
good.
have much. Just more spore giant essence, if you want to try to collect it.
I'll put his blood in a vial.
Is there a way to? Because I am extremely curious.
Wow, these
that,
guys are easy because your barbarian took all the damage for you. Those first
Yeah.
two rounds.
Exactly.
Hey, and Fitz. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
one attack.
Fitz kind
Our
of looks like corned beef right now.
our boy did his
Oh, and
due
because the
diligence.
one was confused and wasn't actually attacking you. 'Cause
Yeah, I
the
mean, we
found.
mitigated a lot of.
Yeah.
Good job,
Um,
Nathaniel.
That's
But,
like our entire team.
Yeah,
I
Daniel,
think I'm
help.
gonna use Hold Person more often now.
a whole person
When
is
it's
a
a
really
single
good
target.
spell. It's one of
Yeah.
those save or suck ones, so it's like either it's awesome or you just waste your spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good one to mitigate damage.
It was one of the reasons I wanted to put another level into cleric, but
Yeah.
I said no.
So as
Honestly,
you
is-
all, or go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, as long as we have people close by, we can kill almost anything with Hold Person.
So, Deska, you would see a bunch of bones up north, as well as a figure who is tied up in the darkness. This area is also really thick with mushroom spores. As your torch gets there, you just see all this shit floating in the air.
Ugh.
Dangerous at all, or
It's hard to say. You know that if you were a giant, these would probably be very dangerous, but from what someone made on their nature check a few games ago, you don't know if these
Yeah.
affect humans.
so Nathaniel would move closer until he can see.
Oh,
the...
and Gorgon returns.
Hello.
Hello.
Where's this camp?
So it's not really a
okay.
camp. Like there aren't tents around. It's just a bunch of
Yeah.
bones. And as I
Okay.
said, you see someone tied up over here, Deska.
Yeah, I see him. I'll
Is there
stand here
anything
and
you-
hello.
And actually, as you get close, Cavarius, you recognize her. She says, "Cavarius, is that you?"
It is me, and I'll run over to her and like start getting her out of her.
She smiles and says, "Oh, thank you. I thought I was done for." And you untie her, and she stands. She says, "I was being brought somewhere through the passages when these giants jumped my captors. And they took me. For some reason, they didn't kill me. Maybe because I was tied up. They just brought me back here."
Well, you're lucky to be alive.
And she nods.
Um,
Wait, sorry, I got that wrong. She says, "I had escaped my captors and come into this forest, and the giants took me here."
Hey, friends, I'm sorry. I just got a text message. I have to step away for a little while.
Okay. So Nathaniel is going NPC mode. She gives you a hug, Cavarius, and she says, "I don't know what happened to the rest of our people."
yeah, I don't know either. There's these individuals I'm traveling with seem to think that there's a cult involved. So, because I'm gonna hand her my great axe that I had before I got the sword.
Oh, did you take, wait, which sword is this? This is the magical one, or?
So I've been using the dwarven
Made.
great sword, but I also before that I had just a regular great axe
Alright,
was my weapon,
so
and I'm gonna give that to her.
She grabs it and says, "It's good to have weapons again." So, do these friends of yours know where our tribe might have been taken? You said they were cultists, these gnolls?
Yeah, they seem to know a lot about what's going on here. So we were, and correct me if I'm wrong, we were beginning to head to where we thought more of them would be.
A prison area. Yep.
Well, I'm happy to help. I owe you all my lives, and I owe these cultists some payback for what they did to our clan. Hopefully, we can free some of the, maybe some survivors, if any remain. Otherwise, it will just be revenge. And she hefts the
Correct.
axe threateningly.
Correct. And then I'll introduce her to everyone, except probably for
I am still not there.
we don't know where he is.
Yeah.
Deska will stick her hand. Hi, I'm Deska. Can I get your name?
She looks to you and says, yes, my name is Estellan. I'm part of Cavarius' tribe. And you are?
Deska.
She pats you on the shoulder and smiles. It is good to meet you, Deska.
And you said,
falling
was
in
it-
love again?
I
Was it
don't know
Stellan?
what you're talking about.
Yes,
Was it Stellan?
Stellan, yes.
Well met, Stellan.
I am a child of the bull god, as Cavarius is. He says, we live close by in the caves, but these cultists coming in recently had attacked our people. I'm sure Cavarius has told you all about this already.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Well, as I said, I'm happy to give you my my weapon in battle. I shall assist you as best I can. What is your name, friend? She looks to Arnis.
I am Arnis.
And she pats you on the shoulder as well and smiles. So I assume you all come and introduce yourselves. Except maybe who's
Not
still-
me.
Fitzgerald is still working on the corpses back there. But Stellan would join the group for now. You also have your giant friend who walks up here, Gorgon. He seems a little bit sad about his giant friends falling, but seems happy he's with people he can talk to again. So as soon as Stellan sees him, she says, "What? Look out, one of them is still alive," and she grabs her axe.
I'll put a hand out and just be like, he's
No,
the
that's
one who
just Nathaniel.
he just led us here.
Oh, he is a friend.
Yes.
Gorgon
Well, it's
kind of
Nathaniel's friend.
cowers a bit, and she says, "My apologies," as he rattles something off in a language none of you understand. And she looks cautiously to Cav, and she says, "Are you sure he can be trusted?"
Well, he led us here, so we'll keep an eye on him.
Alright, so she nods and cautiously watches the giant. So back to Fitz. You collected more giant spore essence, and this essence is the same for all the giants, so you don't have to separate it if you want to use the same vial. There is... Let's see. There is... 90 gold pieces worth of giant mushroom giant or spore giant essence. that you can add to
Originally, you took the essence before, right, Deska? So that's
Yep.
what you have on you. So I'll just do giant. I'll just do spore essence in the treasury. Spore
Yeah, it would be spore giant essence.
Spore giant.
Yes. The mushrooms
90
seem the
gold.
same. There's just more of them on this giant one.
So at this point,
Give me actually, Fitz, give me a nature check. You
yes,
might-
please. I wanted to do that anyways. I'm. Let me see. Go to normal. Roll. Hit the nature. One day the game will do it. Bleh.
12 is decent. It's average.
All right. So yeah, you would get the feeling with a 12 that for whatever reason this frost one may have been affected differently by the spores. Obviously, he was a little bit smarter, and he was acting in a way that would make you think he has blind sight
Okay.
or tremor sense or something of that nature. Because he
Something that would explain why he could see us.
Yeah, so he was definitely tracking you somehow, even though you were not. You should have been invisible to him. Could be something like just the ability to see invisible too. It's hard to say. These spores seem to do weird things to the giants.
So if I'm by myself, which as far as I can tell I am, because everybody went northward.
Yeah, you see the lights up there probably.
So as I see them up there, and I have a moment to myself to gather my thoughts. And as I'm looking down the storm giant, and I'm like processing this, like the blind sense or like what it means. I'm going to lash out and just kick the skull of the giant, and then I'll take a dagger out, and I'm going to take the eyes.
Damn it.
And
I think he kind of had his head exploded anyway from that punch.
Oh yeah.
I would look for them. I would take a second and look around.
Sure.
And
Is that it? Is that his calling card?
Calling card. Wait, what? Okay, you're not even here, so don't try to guesstimate what's going on. Get out of here.
I have a feeling, but I was
So
also.
you would see in his crushed face, you can find the eyes if you want to take them.
You said I could or can't?
You can, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think I would definitely take them. And I have
They're
a
actually very
little.
large. They're like the size of big oranges, whatever those oranges are called.
I have a tinderbox. You know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never used, so I would actually empty it out and put those in there.
You don't think they would fit in the tinderbox?
Okay. I will, if they're as big as oranges, what I'll do is I'll take a piece of string and I'll just like put them through them, so that way they stay together, and I'll just put them in my pack.
All
And
right.
I'm just going to
So you
write
put
down
them
that
in
I have.
backpack, some frost giant eyes. All right. Then you rejoin the group. Or are you doing something else?
No, I think that yeah. And all we found was the 120 gold coins of outdated currency, unknown currency, and then the pearl with 150 GP and the essence. Those are only 3 things, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then yeah, so I will once I've done my deed, I would clean my hands off on the giant, and then I would join the group.
All right. So you head north. Meanwhile, at the group, what are you all doing?
So yeah, that's where I was. No, I don't know. I'm just
You see, looks like they have found some sort of prisoner here who's been freed, and she's speaking with the group and Cav. as
In
you come
common?
approach. Yeah, she's talking common.
Okay.
So just throwing this out there, Cav's pretty beat up.
That's an
I
understatement.
should, yeah, understatement. I should actually put myself as wounded too, so I'll do that real quick.
I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking we need to help Cav here a little bit.
No, I gave him my last.
Cav
potion.
looks very wounded. He took a bunch
Yeah,
of
I gave
hits.
him my last potion.
So the giant is speaking, but no one can really understand him except for, I think, Nathaniel, who's still doing comprehend languages. Right? That'll last for a while.
I think he said an hour.
What does the group want to do?
Deska holds out 2 vials to Cav and
We'll gladly take them.
they're both poisoned, but you don't know that.
Just drinks them and dies.
They're from Cetus, so they're not that strong. I think it's like one.
Those are normal healing potions?
No, they were literal poison. They were snake poison.
Oh, are you telling him that?
No, he doesn't know that.
So are you trying
Shut
to poison him?
Yeah.
It was a
Apparently-
joke, and then he took them, and I was like,
Oh.
all right.
So now you don't know what to do. Dusk's
I'm
like,
like,
oh shit, what do I
he
say?
has them. I told him one is a po. He doesn't know. They look identical. That one is. You think one is po.
So your poisons don't really look like the potions. The potions are more clear
Yeah.
liquid, while the poisons are like more viscous, blackish substances.
Yes, it's two viscous, black-looking substances, and I told you what is a po. What is poison?
And they look the same.
So Stellan would look at you oddly when you say that. Give me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
All right.
See if she gets this joke or if she doesn't take it well. So she just kind of laughs it off and says, "Can we get Cavarius some real help here? He seems very wounded." She looks concerned. She looks him over.
Unfortunately, I used all of my healing abilities earlier today, so I cannot help.
You see at this point, the giant seems concerned. He's looking around and saying something. Nathaniel would say, he says that there could be more giants in the area. We should be cautious. Maybe follow him if we're ready to go. He can lead us to a side cave where we might be safe.
I love your Nathaniel voice.
Okay, Nathaniel, do you feel okay? It sounds like you got something in your throat.
Nathaniel, you said 2 whole sentences and never insulted anybody.
Yeah, and that was
Are you
like
all right?
8 less than normal sentences.
And there weren't 9 commas in the sentence.
Well, I think it's prudent if we move along. I don't know if I want to stay here speaking too much.
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
We
let's
get
get
that.
out.
And that's your first mistake. Nathaniel would always take time to talk. No matter what.
Alright, so he is leading you south along with your new ally who escaped.
Whee!
It disappeared. Oh.
Yes,
I think I
everyone
might just
disappeared.
disappear.
Everyone is disappearing.
All my friends are dead. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
One of my friends are down.
So as you're walking, Nathaniel says, "Do we want to look for the southern cave that will take us through, or a place to rest? What's our plan here?"
Probably rest, because if we go to the cave at this state, we'll probably not survive.
Another short rest makes sense.
So he starts talking to the giant, who says something back. He says he knows some caves around here, but I don't know how good he is at finding safety. Do we have anyone who is skilled in reading the caves, maybe to find a hidden place to hide? So a survival check might help with this task.
Survival.
Up to 2 of you can work on this if you want to do this.
Yeah,
Basically
I think it's
search
normally
for a good
myself
place to
and
rest.
Nathaniel, but I think it was me and Deska before, right?
Yeah, before Nathaniel
Any
is.
2 people, I'll just take the 2 for
All
first
right.
2 rolls. I
Let's
get.
do this, buddy.
23
Together.
And 15. All right, so you work together, looking around, and give me a d20 roll to see if anything bad happens while you're doing
You got
this.
that, Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
All right.
Lucky 11.
So you're kind of staying to the side here, looking for caves. You actually find one in the floor itself, which seems to lead down into a chamber below. The chamber seems like it is very well hidden. The problem is there is no way out of it except coming back up. So if something did find you in here, you'd be stuck.
Spooky.
It is well hidden. Do you want to keep searching, or do you want to use this, or what do you want to do?
What do you think, Fitz?
This might be a good place for a long rest, huh? Wink,
Yeah.
wink.
Well, I think it's only been probably 10 o'clock right now, maybe 11 in the
At
morning.
this point, it is probably about 11 a.m. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm,
So I know I would feel better about us finding a place where we couldn't be easily ambushed. just because I'm still a little bit wary, and I'll like make a little nod towards our runt giant, and I will say, Gorgon.
He seems
Let's
to
say I'm a little bit
recognize his
wary.
name.
I'm a little bit wary just because we still don't know, since he is infected, we don't know if somehow the other giants could find him since he's infected and does find us. So maybe go a little bit more south where we're headed anyways and try to find another one.
Well, there could be danger if we keep looking around, but I suppose it might be better to have a place we're not trapped in.
Yeah, I'll make the call. I'll say let's. I can't speak to him, but I'll go up to Gorkin and I'll pat him on the arm, and I'm gonna like give a big smile, and then I'll just point to the south. You know, like good job, buddy. But
Well,
almost.
he's been following you all for the time being because you're looking for a place to rest.
Oh,
So
okay,
go
gotcha.
ahead and give me if you're making another search for a place, give me another pair of perception checks as you continue scanning. The
Perception? Oh,
Or
No,
survival.
sorry, survival, not perception.
no.
Alright. So you actually find a cave, strangely enough, that looks like it would be a good place to rest, and also continues deeper. So
Oh,
possibly leading somewhere.
okay. Is it like giant height, or is it like
No,
more...
it's more your height. It starts at about 5 feet, but when you go inside, it kind of expands.
So we would definitely have more protection if giants found us. Or
Yeah,
at
a
least it'd be
giant
harder
would be
for them.
hard pressed to get in here. He'd probably have to smash his way in.
Oh, baby.
Does that mean we're leaving Brunt behind if we go in there?
Yes, he could not follow you in.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I personally am completely indifferent to the potential ticking time bomb, but I would point out the cave and say there are 2 different ways that they can get to us, but at least the giants shouldn't be an issue since they can't get in. So I think this is a better spot for now.
I'm down for that.
Alright, so you're entering the cave.
Correct.
I believe so.
So you
Can we have a touching goodbye scene where it's like E.T. except that it's Nathaniel and the giant, and it's like, you can't go with me, boy. You gotta go home. Runt just
Nathaniel
doesn't understand it.
shrugs and says,
Picks him up like a little baby and holds him.
I
Yeah.
think you're overestimating how much I like this giant. He was just useful.
He was only being a useful tool for me. Now that he's done, well,
But
goodbye.
I
He was
think,
someone who liked me.
I think he'll figure it out. And he will just wave at the giant, who might look a little sad, as the group walks into the cave. And you're trying to take a rest here?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Give me another d20 roll. It's definitely quiet in here. You don't see any tracks, which makes you believe nothing's been in here for a while. Still filled with spores, though. Like with your light, you would see a bunch of mushroom spores everywhere. That's
Just
been
like
mostly this whole area. So 15 would be enough to not have anything happen. Actually,
The way you start that, 15's enough to
Black
die.
Dragon.
To be gone. New Kip.
no. There are, you do find, though, as you're camping here, there are some rare herbs. Does anyone have nature or herbalism?
I am the nature boy, and so
Alright.
is Nathaniel, technically.
So you would recognize these herbs, and you can make a nature check to try to gather some.
Okay.
Deska will look very like
Ooh.
Alright.
fingers poking each other. No, you couldn't do it.
So you gather about 20 gold pieces worth of rare herbs from this little patch of mushrooms here. And other than that, the hour would pass, so go ahead and spend a short rest if you want to benefit from that.
Let's go.
Rare herbs, 20 gold, you said.
Yeah.
It's now 12:30 in the afternoon.
Look at that.
Were you, oh wait, he's not here to do Song of Rest, so we'll assume he didn't do Song of Rest. Also, because you're in a new cave, you're not sure if something would hear it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So, this would be the second short rest the group is spending for the day. Is anyone doing anything during this short rest?
Is a short rest long enough, Cav? Or do you
I'm
need
running
longer?
out of herbs, so I'm not gonna.
Well, I don't have any more hit dice.
Do you still look wounded?
Guys, I
Do you still look wounded, Cav? You probably wouldn't be able to tell them you don't have any more hit dice. That's not really something.
That's fair. I am better. I mean,
You're rough around
we've
the
gotten.
edges.
Yeah,
So,
it's been a rough day.
so if you're over half, you don't look wounded. So are you over half your hit points right now?
Yes, I am over half, just barely.
All right. So you would see it looks like he's recovered a bit from this hour. Kind of bandaged up and looking less like he's on death's door, but still doesn't look great probably, unless someone has medicine. If someone has medicine, they can get a more accurate reading of him.
I'll take the roll.
Well, do you have medicine?
God!
I mean,
No, I'm
you
not
actually.
proficient. No.
Yeah. So
No, I'm not
If
proficient.
you're not proficient, then no, you have no idea.
Okay.
He would just look.
I wouldn't have known anyway.
Could I make an argument that since he is basically a wild beast, and wild beasts fall under nature,
He's not. No, he's not a beast. Minotaurs are considered humanoids, not beasts.
what
He's
if
not a beast. He's domesticated.
if my discrimination views him
What
as a
did I
beast?
come
No,
back?
I'm kidding.
I mean, that's fine, but you're still not going to be able to do the roll.
This
Believe in phrenology too, or something. Weird.
So,
Alright,
so,
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna use Harness Divine Power to get a spell slot level 2 and use Prayer of Healing.
Oh, the 10-minute one?
Oh.
Alright, so you're casting Prayer of Healing, which takes 10 minutes, we'll say after the rest. And you... Or wait, this was during the rest?
Yeah, during the rest.
Alright, so yeah, during the rest, so you restore 16 hit points to everyone,
yay!
in addition
Shit.
to what you had already gained. Is anyone else doing anything during the rest?
I guess what I'd be curious, because I'm pretty much back to full between that and my hit dice. So I kind of would wander off a little bit down the cave. I would never go around any corner where I'd lose line of sight of the party. But I'm just kind of curious, just almost aimlessly just walking a little bit and just looking around, looking for more rare herbs if I might get lucky. But aside from that, just I'm not gonna explore. I'm just gonna look, where we are.
If you're just staying within line of sight of the party, you couldn't go very far because the cave starts to twist and turn.
Okay, so then I would immediately come back to the party. So that'd be
Okay.
fine.
All right, so it's probably about 12:30 in the afternoon for those who have survival. What does the group want to do? You're feeling a little bit more rested.
Well,
Yeah, and as for hit dice are kind of a mechanical thing. It's hard to say if your character would even know much about hit dice. That's almost more something that you would know about. Healing, if as long as you're above half, you would not look wounded. You might look a little scuffed, maybe a little tired if you're not at full, but you don't start showing wounds until you get below half, as far as cosmetic is concerned.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Or would you say I just feel like garbage? I'm still a little rough,
Yeah.
guys.
If you were down your hit dice, you might feel a little tired.
Oh.
That might be like a tired
Gotcha.
feeling. This hit dice are more almost like an inner stamina reserve. But yeah, probably not wounded looking. So yeah, what does everyone want to do?
I would, as we're standing around, and then we see Lazarus do his prayer of healing, and never seen him do that before, so that's interesting.
I've used it once before.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I
stand
have spell
corrected.
slots, which is not very often.
Whenever you're not smiting, you're like, okay, I might heal.
Very true.
So,
Well, I can only use it out of combat, so.
Lazarus, give me a persuasion check.
Sure. Why is that not going through? Hello?
It might be some really bad lag because that's what's been for me all day.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I'll take the first one. So
Yeah.
as you are kind of finishing up the rest, you would hear your sword. It says, "I've been very impressed with your performance, Lazarus. The way you froze that giant, allowing your allies to quickly fell him. It's very. I didn't even realize you could do that. As I said, it's you've done good, and the way you've healed your people as well. I think you would make a fine leader to this group."
Why does the sword sound like a dad that doesn't know how to?
Yeah, who's a good boy?
Perhaps
You did good, man.
Perhaps Lazarus has been rubbing off on the weapon a little bit with his actions.
Whoa!
Wait.
Hey,
What do you
what
do?
happens between me and my sword is
your
between me
business.
and my sword.
Yeah, none of your
goodness.
What
business.
happens in the convent stays in the convent.
So,
Yeah.
you actually would feel a bit inspired by that. So you'd gain an inspiration point.
I have 7.
God, one day he'll use this inspiration.
But anyway, sorry, that
I
was
don't
just
need
off
it.
to the side. You tell him, "I don't need your inspiration. Get the fuck out of
Can
here."
I get an exhaustion level reduced rather
No.
than an inspiration point?
No. You get the
No.
resource you get.
Damn it!
This ain't open for
It's like,
negotiation
yeah,
yet.
you can't negotiate. Could you not be so inspiring, Sword, and be more healing, please?
Oops, all inspiration.
Yeah. And he just gives you another inspiration. No.
I'm
Yeah.
just not gonna use Vow Enmity then, because I don't need it.
There you go. What does the group want to do? You could have used your inspiration on that persuasion check. You would have had a 21.
True. Who knows?
I'd argue skill checks are actually usually more valuable for inspiration than attacks. Not always, but sometimes. What does the group want to do?
Jessica would say, "Are we ready to get back to the mission?"
Are we
battle.
going to go deeper into this cave, or are we going to go look for the southern cave to get through?
I don't see an issue with us having a better understanding of these cave systems, just in case.
Well, going into random caves might be a mistake. I'm not sure if I agree with this course of action.
And
You
also,
need
we
to
also need to-
decide what to start with.
Fitz.
Yeah.
I understand getting the full layout, but we have to remember we also are still on a timer. Like, people are waiting for us.
I do agree, but at the same time, I feel like us going back out into the mushroom forest and we get into another fight will be a lot rougher, as we are seeming to be depleting our resources. And maybe going into the cave might give us some time to map out a different way.
Or
towards
run
the
into
same
another
goal.
fight while we're trying to map. And
But it
the
won't be
situation.
giants.
you don't know that.
Yeah, we're off mission at that point. I think we're supposed to be going so the army can attack and we can get rid of some of these cultists and get some of these people free. Cavs people that we know, people from the town, gnolls that have been thrown into the yoke of oppression,
And
wandering through. I agree with Nathaniel, damn it. I think we need to go south.
To be fair, we are
What the
literally
fuck?
wandering south to find hopefully a cave that'll let us wander into an area where we might save people.
Since
So
we got here,
wandering
we've
into
been
a
wandering,
different
so-
cave. So I think that at the end of the day, wandering into caves is pretty much all we have been doing. So going to the south to wander to that cave might get us somewhere, but this might also get us somewhere.
But
Especially
This
if
is
it
a
leads.
random cave.
Yeah, but
And we've been told to go south
But if it's a
by
random
the
cave,
gnomes, by the giants.
the gnomes.
Well, didn't Nuknu or whatever the heck his name was tell us to go
Nukin?
south? That's how they Nukin, yeah, go south through the forest into the cave.
I would argue. Now, I'm not. If everybody feels very strongly, obviously, I'm going to acquiesce. But I would argue that if this is a random cave, then maybe it's a random cave that they don't know about either.
Well,
So
I'm just
this
keeping
might
the bigger
give us an
picture in
edge.
mind. That's all I'm
whatever
doing.
whatever will get us to saving my people quicker, as Stellan says. I worry about their condition if they still live.
Then we head south because we don't know where this will
So
take us. We don't know where we'll end up.
the cave right now, if you continued inward, looks like it heads kind of easterly. There may be passages that go south, but you would have to go deeper in to find them.
So it just looks like east, and then it's just curvaceous, so we don't see where it goes.
Yeah, you'd have to go in farther to explore the caverns a little to see which directions it goes in.
Okay. Well, since everybody feels very strongly, then we'll head back out into the shroom forest and start heading south.
Alright, is that the decision?
Sounds like it.
Alright. So
funny.
the group leaves this cave for now. Possibly,
Can we mark it down on our map that Deska carries?
Is someone mapping this?
Deska.
Alright, so if Deska... you were mapping this whole area, Deska?
Yeah, I've been mapping.
So at this point, if you're mapping everything, you would need to have expended 3 pieces of paper. So
Three pieces?
As long as you have enough paper, you can say you're mapping this.
Yeah.
And I'll put a cave marking on here for you.
I was saying Deska definitely does. So it's no biggie. Deska, we'll say to Fitz though, you're gonna owe me a bit of gold on all this paper.
You owe me paper. Alright, so cave. Yeah, it's always good to have a lot of paper to map stuff.
It's funny because that's not why she originally bought it. Pays off.
Poison and paper, the 2 things that
Really? How
Deska
did you
carries
know?
around.
Dude, my character... Honestly, I'm just a big backpack. I carry so much random stuff.
Yep, you sure got a ton of baggage there, bud.
Some junk in the like you say, you got drunk in the trunk.
Half of it made up by
I'm
you guys.
not okay.
Serial killer.
All right, lad, Junior.
Look, Deska has never been rude to you. Don't call me a teenager.
Alright. So, we are getting overtime at this point, so this might be a good
Okay.
place to end as the group makes its way south looking for a different cave. But let me get MVP votes.
No problem.
Do you mind staying after a bit, Arnis, so I can look at your new sheet and see if we can figure it out?
Yeah, I'll need like a 2-minute break, but yeah.
Alright. So give me Whispers with MVP votes. Wait, why does it say I have 2 messages? No, that's why. Never mind. Alright, I got 3 votes. I'm guessing Nathaniel had to duck out for something work-related, so I'll just take the 5 of you. 4 votes. I think I just need... Who do I need?
I think you need mine because it's in chat, but it's not going anywhere.
Oh, okay. You're lagging again.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give it a moment.
Well, I'm gonna just.
Yeah, you can step
I'll
away.
just say it. I'll say it out loud. I'm voting for Cav.
Alright, so in that case, Cab, you got it with 2 votes.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Nice.
good job, everyone. And we can pick it up next week as the group makes its way south to try to find a cave to get through into the prison area and explore further.
All right. Later, everybody.
Yep,
Next
I'm gonna take some notes, but feel free to take off.
Bye, guys.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's fine. Why do I have such a problem remembering this guy's name? Gorgon. I keep trying to say Gorgon.
All right, I'm back.
All right, give me a moment. Stellan. And so you said you couldn't level up on your character sheet?
Yeah, but I think it had something to do with my hit dice. Because if you go to the, I guess it's new Arnis is how you have it, or at least the one with the platypus.
Yeah. All right, let me take a look
Okay.
at it. So it says he's level 7, which is weird. But you said you
Yeah.
Now, did you level him up using Charactermancer, or did you try to manually do it?
I use Charactermancer.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what went wrong, to be honest with you.
Did you just set him to level 7, or did you level him up with each level?
Well, I leveled him up to I thought I was doing fine until 4th level loop, and then all of a sudden it went wacky. It everything came down. Like I lost my hit dice, and it gets stuck.
And you were using the launch level plus Charactermancer button?
So I was using. Oh, you can't see this when I do it, can you? So yeah, I was hitting a little star, like I was using edit, right? Oh, where'd that go?
You mean, So I guess, yeah, what did you use to level him up exactly? Did you just set his level to 7 up top here?
Well, yeah, I was putting it in. So I did first, I did second, and set it. Because and if you hit the little cog.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get Charactermancer after I do first level, so I don't know where that's.
So
I guess I don't understand what you mean.
if
by
you're
that.
on the cog, if you scroll down, do you see that button launch level plus Charactermancer? Like if you scroll down the page a bit, there's launch level 1 Charactermancer, then launch level plus Charactermancer on the cog page, on the right hand side of the page. It's like the last thing on the bottom of the page on the right side.
On the attribute side or on the character sheet?
On the character sheet.
Okay, and we're talking about the cog that's up in sort of like the title where it says Dungeons and Dragons and your name and all that, or the cog where it says Core Bio Spells?
Core Bio Spells. There's a cog tab.
Yep.
And you see.
Yep. So I hit that cog.
And you see at the bottom, if you scroll down the page, there's a launch level plus Charactermancer button. Do you see that?
I do. Yep.
Is that the one you were using to level up?
No.
Right,
So that'd do it.
That is the level up. Whenever you level up, you press that. If you try to just manually set your level, that will bug it. So we might have to start over at this point.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's really stupid and annoying that they don't make this more obvious, but I think this was made by some programmer who was like helping out Roll20. But anyway, yeah, so you start off, and I think if I hit launch level 1 Charactermancer, that will reset it. Do you want, I mean, we might have to try to do that, because if you just set it to level 7, it probably freaked out.
yeah, go ahead. So every time I do level 1, every time I start again, I just need to go back to.
Alright, so now you should be able to go through and basically, so this will do first level, and when you want to level up, you hit the 1, then it'll do second level, and you just do that till you get to 7. So now you go through this, and because you see, I'm assuming you see what I see right now, where it's like at the start.
Yeah. So what I see right now is I see my my original stats at 7th level though, which is odd.
On
Let me back all the way out.
On the Charactermancer
Yeah.
tab here?
Yeah.
So
let me.
I just see it says "Welcome to Charactermancer." The Charactermancer. So you don't see the thing there?
On a Cebu, pop it open with a platypus. No, I closed it all out again. Now I do.
Okay.
So then race.
So yeah,
Okay, yep.
try-
This is Matt.
Yeah, try going
Yep,
through
this-
this. Actually, since we did this, just to make sure it doesn't bug again, because it might be all weird if you change level. Let's delete this and make a new one and just start over, since we're doing that anyway.
Right.
So, I'll delete this, and then I'll make a new character. Call it Arnis Cebu. And that's in Arnis's, so you should see it. Save changes, and I think you'll see it at the top now, right?
Yeah, let me refresh it. Wow, it is laggy today, huh?
I haven't been having problems, so it might be something locally with. I'm not sure. Not sure what's causing it for you, but I actually haven't been having too much of a problem today. Who knows? Maybe it's something with a server near you or something, because you're, I think, in a different part of the country.
Yeah. So, what did you say? It's not my same token, is it?
No. So you should
Oh, there it
see
is.
up
Got
at
it.
the top, yeah, Arnis Cebu.
Got
And
it.
if you go on there now, you should be able to click Use the Charactermancer. And actually, if you want, I did make a tutorial that I made a video. If you want to watch that, that might give you some insight into the character sheet as well as the process. But if you think
Yeah,
you can, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I saved that link, so I did watch it. So yeah, I must
Okay.
have missed that part, or I screwed it up before that, and I just said, okay, I'm going to stop now before it gets worse.
Yeah, so the big
Okay.
takeaway is just make sure when you level up, you use that character level or Charactermancer plus level button. Now there are two of them there, which again is annoying. So you have to be careful not to hit the level 1 button, or else it'll just restart you again, which is what we used just now. So yeah, if you go through for first level, it actually shouldn't take too long because each level can be pretty quick. The big thing is just to make sure you choose an option for all the things it asks you, or else it will skip them. But yeah,
Sure.
if you have any issues going through it, just let me know and I can help you out. But
Just one. If I hit a bump, what I'll do is I'll just stop and let you know.
yeah, that's fine. And yeah, so just use it, make it first level, then use it once each time you level up to 7. And each time you press that button, it'll add a level and let you go through and choose all the options for each level. Which I think for a monk
Okay.
isn't too many because you don't have spells or anything. It's mostly just HP.
No, it's the key point. It's the key points in the
Yeah,
what
but
do they call it?
yeah, it'll manually add everything it's supposed to. So there's not much for you to choose because I think a lot of that stuff you just get for your the choices you make. So anyway, just let me know if you have any issues, and I'll try to take a look at it during the week in case you need some help.
All right, perfect. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. I'll see you later.
All right, take care. Thank you.
Take care.